And Hangout on Air is going away later this
year. On your shit, dude.
Yo, what up? No, I got it. Dang, I got to read that later. They're getting rid of Hangouts. So it's all good. They're going to do something better. I'm good. They're going to upgrade it. No, my bad. I'm reading. Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Oh, I'm glad they're going to upgrade Hangout. Thank you.
What's up? What's up?
What up, Jay, the Vinci in the house. What's up, Jay? And we got
what it do?
We got Jay in the house. We got Jeremy in the house, and we got Christy B. Mayberry in the house.
Hey, it's the president's birthday, so we gotta do happy birthday to the press.
All right, happy birthday to the press.
Happy birthday to the press.
Happy birthday.
Come on, man.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Happy
birthday to you.
Hey, since Trump is correct. Let's get 4 more years.
Welcome to the show, folks.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's going to trigger liberals.
Okay. Well, check this out. All right. Now. What's going through the grapevine is that people are talking about Candace Owens for press secretary. I'm like, that would be interesting, on the for real. I mean, that is really, really interesting. I mean, the reason being, I think she can handle it. What do you think? What do you think, Chris?
What do I think? I think she can handle it. I watch her on Laura Ingraham debating a lot of people, and I think she can handle it. I think she's calm and cool, and I think she can do it.
And I mean, especially man, when it came when they sat there and brought her into that hearing, when she sat there and just dogged them, man.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And she could do it with class. You know what I'm saying? There's a class about her, and she has a very very good broadcasting voice. She got a great show, and I just think she's awesome. So you know what? I say ask Candace Owens. How about you, Mo?
Man. You know what? Like Tony X says, she's the modern day Harriet Tubman. And so
yeah.
And that's what she is. She can leave blacks out the plantation. She's a great influence on not just black women, on just women, period.
Right.
Yeah.
Very unique. She doesn't race bait because she is loved by all colors. And that's great. And then not just look, she ain't gonna be on token black person the way Obama would, because she will come with facts, and she is against stuff that we against. She against unnormal stuff. And she don't back down worth nothing. Candace Owens ain't no punk. I tell y'all that. And y'all seen her rant. Y'all seen her in court, how she shut down these fools. How she shut them down.
Oh yeah, man. You know what, man? I want you to find some clips, bro. Find some. Look up on the best of Candace Owens. I'm sure they have it.
The best of Candace Owens. We gonna all right.
What is that guy's name that she goes up against on Laura Ingraham all the time? He's a black guy, and I think he's out of Chicago. I think he's a lawyer. Oh God, what's his name? She's been on there twice debating him. I can't think of his name. Maybe he's a professor too. I can't think of him. I have to look it up and see. But yeah, she debates him real good on there.
Oh yeah, but we gotta find. Are you on Twitter?
You said Twitter or YouTube?
I mean YouTube. YouTube. My bad.
Go ahead, talk. I'm looking it. I'm researching it.
Okay, but anyways, man, I think that's going to be bomb, and also, It's great. Oh yeah. When they were talking about Trump saying that uh, uh, the um, the blame liberals going crazy about what Trump said about the about getting information when that's basically what did he say, like who was like um I forgot what the word he said. I gotta look on Twitter what he said though. But basically, it's completely there's no basically if someone's going to give you some bad. He said like this. He goes, "Look, man, all right. If someone's going to give me information, of course I'm going to hear it. And if it's messed up, then of course I'm going to call the FBI. But how the press just sits there and just twists it. You see that? Here we go.
I'm right here. Okay, I looked at the best of Candace Owens. I looked up and all it says Candace Owens on the left attempt to side as conservative. Year 2 months ago.
Let's see if there's one with Dr. Cornel West. That's his name. He's professor of philosophy at Harvard. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go look up.
Tonight's for Candace Owens, man.
Yeah, putting Candace Owens on Laura Ingraham.
Right here?
Yep, that's it right there. That's it.
It's 11 minutes. Okay.
That's it. Yep.
All right, everybody, the mic's off real quick. Let's do this.
All right.
It's not just that Donald Trump is saying and doing racist things. He's also implementing policies that are hurting and impacting negatively communities of color.
I don't think Donald Trump
is the wrong one.
To African Americans.
Wrong one?
That's that's the wrong one. Candace Owens.
No, that's it. She's showing clips from the beginning.
Okay.
Laura is. That's the right one.
Okay.
Has been anti-people of color.
Now, we hear those lines all the time, but here are the facts. Since President Trump took office, Black unemployment has hit an historic low and currently sits at about 6.7%. By the way, he's not satisfied with that. He wants it a lot lower, but still pretty great. The number of African Americans employed is up more than 4%, and the most stunning of all, African American wages, this is my favorite, are up more than 9%. Here now in a truly special debate, I'm so happy about this. Candace Owens, Brexit movement founder and conservative commentator, and Cornel West,
get ready to rumble!
emeritus at Princeton. Dr. West, I also want to tell you, I really appreciate your coming on the show. You're an old style liberal.
What's the class of this girl, man? She's got such class to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. And I want to begin with a simple question, Dr. West. Are the president's policies, let's just focus now on his economic policies, are they helping the African American community in your view?
I think that the statistics certainly look good through a narrow lens, so I give him credit in that regard. But we have to keep in mind that on the one hand, you still have grotesque wealth inequality, you have job insecurity, so many people who are working more than one job. We know many people who've withdrawn from the labor force are not counted at all. But I think the problem is, though, my dear sister, is that the president has a language that creates an atmosphere that is so xenophobic against Black folks, Mexicans, Muslims. He rarely wants to stay in contact with their humanity. So when you look at the statistics, that's one thing. But when you create an atmosphere and an ambience of xenophobia, it reinforces the polarization, and therefore many Black folk wouldn't even be able to connect the statistics that look good with the language, the atmosphere that feels so bad. And that cold-hearted, mean-spiritedness is something that cuts very, very deep in the spirit of people.
Have you met him? Have you met him, Dr. West? Ever met the president?
No, I've never had a conversation with my right wing brother. I mean, I've called him a gangster and a proto-fascist in terms of separation of power. But he's a human being. He's a human being, and I could,
I know. I'm just saying this because look, you and I don't agree on a lot, but I actually really like you. I just like the fact that you're out there and you're advocating. I have no problem with it, and I wouldn't call you mean-spirited. We disagree, but I think if you actually were with the president, you might find that you could accomplish a lot together and you could do a lot together. I really believe that. He'll work with pretty much anybody. And that's what I found in my experience. So I'm just throwing that out there, Candace. But there is this tonality issue that people seize on with the president, and they always go back to Charlottesville. They always go back to this S-hole countries. Those are the two things they really seize upon: the travel ban. Those three things probably, for some, just wipe out any other accomplishment. Your reaction?
Well, look, I think the president is doing something different. Definitely his tone is different because he tells the truth and he doesn't pander to Black America. He hasn't offered us hot sauce. He's offered us jobs. That makes many people uncomfortable because they're from an era where race hustling is a business. They're used to telling Black Americans that they're victims, writing books about victimhood, and that is no longer selling in America. And I just wanted to comment back on saying that xenophobia is something that Black Americans are afraid of. Xenophobia means that you have a fear, Mr. West, of foreigners. Black Americans are not foreigners in this country. We are a piece of the American dream. We've earned a piece of this American dream, and we're getting tired of people telling us that we are somehow separate of it. I mean, that's really what I have to say. We're doing tremendous under this presidency. There is no candidate that is offering anything on the left to counter what Trump has offered. They're just offering more rhetoric, more fear mongering, and unfortunately, time is up on this narrative. We are ready to move on and embrace our future.
Yep.
Well, Dr. West,
if I can come straight, first, xenophobia in the generic sense means the fear of other. And Black folk have been othered, enslaved, Jim Crow, Jane Crow, and so forth. So the narrow understanding is just for, but it's the other, those who have been otherized, those who have been marginalized in this sense. But think of when you call my dear sister Maxine Waters low IQ.
She does have a low IQ.
She is low IQ, man. I mean,
that's what she just said.
That Maxine Waters had a very low IQ. And I will
she
push that
is a brilliant,
it may
she's
not
a
be nice,
brilliant
but
human
it is
being.
true.
When he called her a son of a bitch. You see, this kind of language is
Oh my God, that's all you talking about.
Listen there, listen.
I'm talking about the president. I'm not talking about you, my sister. I'm talking about the president. The president called Brother Colin a son of a bitch.
Okay, but I think
that's a fact.
Yeah, I think the nasty language, it's on both sides. I mean, it's not, if they call him a gangster, a traitor. I mean, so we can play that game all night long. But I do want to get this out. I want to get to this. The prevailing wisdom, I think Dr. West, highlighted this, is that the race relations have deteriorated almost under this president. That's the thought. That Obama was the great racial healer. Yet, in a new study by a pair of sociologists at UPenn, this is not some conservative outlet, they found that, quote, anti-Black prejudice declined by a statistically insignificant degree between 2012 and 2016. But then after 2016, it took a sharp dive. There was also a general fall in anti-Hispanic prejudice, too. So, Professor West, to what do you attribute these findings? So, prejudice is on the downswing, not on the upswing, at least in these first few years of Trump.
Well, based on this particular study, I'd have to examine how they gather their evidence and so forth. But anti-Jewish attacks, anti-Muslim attacks, anti-Mexican attacks, and not just anti-Black attacks, but also the police departments, the militarizing of the police departments, and withdrawal of the investigations when police do, in fact, shoot fellow citizens, whatever color they are, but disproportionately chocolate, disproportionately black and brown.
Right, that was absolutely. Obama, like
Amen to that.
It's true. I'm just talking about continuities. I'm talking about continuities.
Right. I do want to share this. This was a moment that I think, again, going back to what Candace has worked on and spoken about, and what Dr. West, I think you two could actually be happy about together. Happened at the White House. I think it was last month, and it was an event commemorating the First Step Act. Let's watch.
And I really thank you for signing that bill. When you signed up, when y'all passed this, I could have fell through the floor.
He did that. It was today earlier, man, with more people that was from the First Step program. And I'll tell you what, though, you know what I'm saying? That Will was there. Well, were you there when lobbying the First Step bill? No.
Dr. West, I mean, I don't think.
I'm looking at it. What's that, bro?
You were out there lobbying it, were you?
I was out there where?
Lobbying the First Step bill, the prison reform.
No, I wasn't at that one.
Oh, okay, that was Will. That was there.
That was Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not Will.
Listen to.
I think that's a very important attempt to zero in on this vicious policy in the last 40 years of mass incarceration, punitive attitudes toward those engaged in various kinds of crimes. I've been blessed to teach in prison for 37 years, a Broadway to Step program of the District of Norfolk. It's something that has an impact on the ground, and I give the president credit for that. It's not as if he has nothing to offer. It's just that the dominant orientation is still tied to what I'm critical of both parties. Because identity politics for me is milquetoast, neoliberal politics that don't talk about corporate power, don't talk about poverty, don't talk about militarism. But the Republicans still strike me as so cold-hearted, mean-spirited, and they're still tied to corporate power and Wall Street and won't hit cops head on. But when it comes to prison, when it comes to statistics, I give the president credit for that, but it's still small relative to what I'm looking for. I see it in neither both parties other than Brother Bernie Sanders, but that's another dialogue, as you know.
Bernie Sanders.
Well,
we won't go into that right now.
No, we'll go to that. But I have to, again, I have to go back to this idea of race relations under Obama, which I almost fell out of my chair in the CNN story that came out in October of 2016. They got worse. 54% of Americans said they got worse. Only 16% said they got better. This was at the end of the Obama administration. So as Cornel West said, you had Ferguson, you had Freddie Gray in Baltimore, you had all this stuff bursting out on the streets of America with the first African-American president of the White House, and that healing didn't seem to take place.
Right. Look, at that point, I was on the left. So when Barack Obama first went into office, I was a liberal, and I changed my mind due to exactly what you're saying. He drove this nation apart. President Trump is bringing this nation together because what he is talking about is patriotism. Patriotism knows no sex, it knows no color, it knows no creed. The liberal media can ignore all the work that he's doing in Black America all they want. Every statistic in the world shows you right now that Black support for Donald Trump has doubled. And that is meaningful. And I'm telling you that by 2020, he is going to be the first president to crack the Black vote to the detriment of the Democrats.
Oh. Hey, Professor West, I want to, do you still do work in prisons? Do you still do it?
Absolutely.
Can I come with you? Can I come with you on one of your?
You can come anytime you like. We're going to keep track of the humanity and rich imagination and intelligence of our brothers and sisters who are incarcerated to make sure they have a better chance to keep and make sure that they can unleash their potential. But I say to Sister Candace that I like her independence of mind. I think she's wrong most of the time. I fight for her right to be wrong in that regard. But I would wish that she would have moved. Absolutely, but I would have wished that you would have moved further to the left, because when you have a Black Lives Movement under a Black president, it's not going to be a matter of then moving to the right where they've been using.
Socialism has already been tried in our community. It's been tried.
No, you know what? Pause it. I don't get it, man. I don't get the mind. I mean, how could people? I mean, still think like this, man. You know what I'm saying? That and I'm an independent. You know what I'm saying? But the Democratic Party, you know what I'm saying, for what they or I always say Democrat because they got sent. Moderate Democrats, and you got your far left Democrats. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it whatsoever. Like what what is the hook that they got on them? I mean,
they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. They need therapy. They need meds.
Hey, Mo.
Yeah.
Did you see Rita in the comments? She said she's got a few minutes to come on here and rant about that Cornell thing, or no, not the Brandon Weber thing.
We're gonna do about the Candace Owens right now. You know.
Okay. Well, she said she had time before she went to the movie, so I just wondered if you saw that.
Yeah. We're doing a little.
All right.
Because I might watch this. Like, remember the first video, right? The first time that she came out. Because that's what set her off. Did you watch Red Pill before she got big?
Yeah, Red Pill Black. Yeah.
And did you see how bad she was hated on? You know what I'm saying? Really. You know, and then what set it off was the Kanye West thing, because that even surprised me, because I like the way she thinks, and that just set it off. And then after that, man, it was on and popping. You know what I mean? And now she got a show. You know what I'm saying? She has really good guests on it. You know what I'm saying? And to be biased, to be honest, that she's not me. She believes in her ideas, but what I like about her is that she does give people a chance to speak their mind and what they feel and tell their case. But she's just a great debater. And I think that with the press, you know what I'm saying? I think that she would be able to handle the press a lot better. I mean, well, I love Sarah Sanders, but you know what? I think she put like a she she'll be able to handle the press. 'Cause I ain't going to sit there and compare her to Sarah Sanders. If Sarah Sanders, she held her own. I don't care what anybody says about that. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed watching her. You know what I mean? I still enjoy watching her. But since she's leaving, man, bless her family and all that stuff like that, Candace Owens would just make the fire bigger. You know?
Yes, she will.
Oh yes.
Yes,
Oh
she
my!
will.
Oh, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think she'll wake up a lot of eyes.
Yes.
Or open
The
up a
dead
Yeah.
are rising. Go
And
ahead.
then Jim Acosta, baby. Wait, Trump, put Jim Acosta in the front row, please. Put
Yes.
Jim Acosta in the front row, please. Please. You know, I want to see it.
Front and
You
center.
know, huh?
Front
Because I
and
want
center.
because why? Because Candace will handle him. Candace will handle him.
Yeah. JoJo said maybe Candace could be the first female president.
You know what? Yeah.
Possibility.
I mean,
There's a possibility.
Wouldn't that be a slap in Hillary's face? Wouldn't that be?
That'd be a
Yeah.
slap in Obama. That'd be a slap in Obama's face too, because she's really black. He's half. I'm just saying.
That's right, Jeremy.
oh
You're
yeah.
right. You're
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh, I mean, you know what though, man? And I see that there's some new people in there, huh?
Yeah, we got new people in the chat room. They
All
coming up.
right, yo, check this out. Here's what y'all do. Okay, wait. Let's see who up there. Gigi Gregory. You know what I'm saying? See if she wants to come on and give her opinion. And by the way, this is all tweeted to the president, also the Congress, and a whole bunch of people. So if you want to get on, put it on there, man. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You can come into the open chat Friday night.
Send your email.
Send your email up. You can get on here live and stuff like this, and even you can say to tell a person happy birthday. How's that?
Yep.
And a rapper, I finally got signal back. Yeah, rapper, I use my phone when I get signal. I was having trouble earlier.
Yo, Mo. Who cares if there's trolls out there? Let them blame troll. We're gonna call it. Also, this is the Night of the Living Trolls. So y'all can troll if you want.
Night of Living Trolls.
You know what I'm saying? Night of the Living Trolls. So go ahead and troll if you want. If you want to be a troll, then be a troll.
Be a troll.
First Amendment tonight. You know what I'm saying? Then guess what? Even the president can see your ignorance on the chats. How's that?
Next.
Next. Next.
Yeah. What's up, Johnny Bender?
So anybody put the link up there. So if anybody want to get up there and try to get in and speak their mind, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna put the link right here. I am gonna put the link. I'm gonna stop screen and share. Hold on, do something real quick. Stop sharing.
You're on live on Thick Skin Only. Next. I start slang.
Next. There we do it. We're gonna do it like this. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I hate working. I wish I had done on secretary and do all my stuff, man. I really hate doing this.
But this is what we do. This is what a lot of channels and let's sit there, get and holler at Naya. How's it with her channel? Go see her. Uber guy, ABL. Who else? Will Johnson, Tony X. And by the way, Tony X is running for president. Not running for, excuse me. Sorry, Mr. Trump.
Congress.
Running for senator in New York City.
Or Congress.
So,
he's running Congress. AOC
right, Congress from New York, running for Congress, so check him out on his channel and stuff like that. A regular person. He's gonna be running against Ocasio-Cortez, AOC. Maybe that's why she wants to run for Senate, because she's scared.
All right, here go the link, y'all.
AOC. So this is the person running against because we need to, number one is we need to change the face of Congress now. You know what I'm saying? And it's great. It's great to see that YouTubers are coming out. You know what I'm saying? And start running for office and keep America. Make America better. That's what it should be, President. MAB. Make America better.
But it's KAG. What? But you are
Keep
right.
America great and make America better.
Yep.
But I still like MAGA though, man. MAGA episode 2.
Yes. MAGA episode 2. Now it's Keep America Great. It's
MAGA squared.
MAGA squared. Yo, we're giving you ideas, Prez.
Make America better. The dick. You know. Believe it or not, we're gonna have some fun tonight. We just over here just being real, y'all, man. Hey, thank you everybody for coming on last night. It was lit last night, but we on a different level today. So sorry, Mundo.
Yeah. It's all fun and games, and where else could you be at when you have liberals, globalists, left, right, homosexual, like to get a transgender on and sit there and talk and have a good time and stuff. Because at the end of the day, we may have different ideas, but when it comes right down to it, we're American. You know what I mean?
I learned things that I don't give a darn if you have a different opinion. If you have a different opinion, you're good with me. I don't care if you can't stand Trump. I don't care. Now, if you suffer from the Trump derangement syndrome, I just won't mess with you.
Right.
If you're not Trump,
they actually got a shot for that.
Huh?
They actually got a shot for that TDS, Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
For real, they sell it too.
What? Oh yeah, maybe it's probably a placebo.
It looks like a penicillin little jar, and it's funny, man. They literally sell it too.
Wow. So anybody want to get on?
Ain't nobody want to go get they know.
What is it? Sato Chis Kane Sword. Did you put the link up?
I put the link up.
Not yet.
Okay. Or just keep on putting it up and stuff like that. I'm gonna go and copy it myself as soon as I find it. Because it's going. Hold on. Pull it up one more time so I can see it, man.
Put it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Give me a sec, bro.
Who is Sean? Who is who's John? Who's Jay Inslee?
Oh no.
What state you from? Oops, wrong one. Okay, hold on.
I have a story from my trip other than the hat one. If y'all want me to tell it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we took our 2 white huskies with us on a trip, and we was walking them down the street and everything. And there was this big group of black people. It was male, female, kids, different. I don't know if it was a family or what, because they all had red. You know how some people have, like, during their family reunion, they'll have, like, red shirts on, all red shirts or whatever. Well, they were walking up the street, and they was like, oh, what pretty dogs, da-da-da-da-da. Well, and we were kind of walking behind them, and in one of the places it was called the Guinness Book of World Records, they had a wax Trump figure outside. And I want you to know that a couple of the guys went up to him and shot a bird right in his face while all the others were laughing and taking a picture of it. And I was like, wow, really? Come on.
I bet they were white.
They were
I
white.
bet they were white. I bet they were white.
What was what?
No, I bet they were white.
You bet who was
White,
what?
white. No, white. WHITE.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The white guys did it. They
No, the
always do
black
it.
families. No. The black family did it. The black
The
people.
black family.
Yeah,
Oh
the
wow.
black. Yeah, the black family went up and shot Trump. They had a wax figure of Trump outside, and then they got right up in his face on each side and was shooting him birds while the family was laughing, taking pictures about it.
Right,
And I'm
right.
like, that's just that.
That's
I
stupid.
don't. Yeah, I wouldn't do that for any president. I mean, that's just me. I just think it's childish to do that. Right there in front of
Right.
your kids, your kids are with you, and
Well,
it's just,
I got mad. I got mad when Obama was president because I had to stick up for him because we had people on Facebook that were attacking him, not for policies or anything like that, but because he was black, or they were attacking Michelle because of one reason. And I told him, I said, that's stupid. It's ignorant. You don't fucking attack him because of any other reason other than you don't agree with what he's doing in the office. And the problem with why I said they were white is because I see a lot of white people run around and try to get acceptance by doing stupid shit.
oh yeah.
Oh, because just like I was talking to my admin earlier today, and we were talking, and she's like, we shared a video of the Black Lives Matter march, and everybody in it was white. There was no black people in it at all. And they're like, they don't even know what the hell they're marching for. That's like Sean King. I hate that. Well, I don't hate nobody. But he is the most ignorant sumbitch out. Excuse my language. I apologize for this. But he is ignorant as hell. And everybody still listens to him like he's the great white hope. I mean, black hope. He's white. I mean, I ain't even going to say you're fraud. He's white. His birth certificate's white. Both his parents are white. Everything about him is fake. So
It's kind of crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we really like dealing with the press. Well, there's another thing on my mind though. But I remember I was walking. It was like about 6 months ago, right? I was coming from my house, right, and I went around the corner, and I saw a homeless guy, right,
yeah.
and the homeless guy, right, he didn't have nowhere to live, nowhere to live. He was just sleeping on the sidewalk. And he had a cardboard. It said MAGA, Make America Great, and Make America Great, Trump 2020.
Yeah.
I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? And there was a guy laying on the street, and I'm like, wow, man. I says when you actually see, I wish I had a picture of it and seeing this homeless. I mean, just sit there and put the picture of it, but I didn't have my phone that day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I leave my phone at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was something. And I see all these people that have and all that stuff like that, and they just hate the man. And I'm not saying that he's perfect or anything. And yeah, I do. I mean, I have some disagreements. You know what I'm saying? We're on here and we have it on a splitter now, and I'll say it that I'm kind of lackadaisical on giving Saudi Arabia nuclear weapons. I don't know the whole deal or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying. I am a little bit, upset about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you should never agree with anybody 100%. I mean,
Right,
and that's
right.
just honesty. You should always look at everything objectively. And you're right.
Right.
I don't agree with giving Saudi Arabia all them weapons, but at the same time, they did go into martial law. I forget exactly the date where they locked up a lot of them princes and stuff like that over there.
Right. That's another. Yeah. I know that.
They took
You know
down
what I'm
one
saying?
side of the pyramid.
Right. But all in all, man, you know what I'm saying? I say 95% of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? I said, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're coming
Are you
off,
coming
bro.
up, bro?
A lot more. Okay, I'll wait. Go ahead.
No, I'm trying to hear what you were saying, my friend.
Yeah, you were good. You're back now.
Oh, yeah. I live in
And I think you cut out again. Yeah, he's
Yeah, it's gonna. Well, what about? I
yeah.
mean, but number one is, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I think it's everybody's working. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the with what's happening with the Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's going to be hard, I'm still kind of worried a little bit about Iraq. I mean Iran. You know what I'm saying on the four wheel. And you know what? But so far so good, man. Because even though I mean, even at times when I had doubts, man, he did. He still came out on top from what I see. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But man, to have his job though, bro, I wouldn't want it. You know what I'm saying? It takes a special guy to be a president of the United States. I mean, especially what he's going through.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I mean, as I said, they don't want me president because I'll cuss people out. I know Mo will too. President Maurice, would you cuss him out?
Yes, I will cuss them out. Yes, I will. I won't lie. Look, I'm watching Uber Guy live while I'm on. Yeah, look, Uber Guy's live right now. What's up, y'all? Yes, I will.
Right. Yeah, man. The Iran deal was a democratic. Is it? Oh yeah, of course. Iran deal was a democratic setup. Oh yeah, man. I mean, and it was a messed up deal, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. And about now about 6 years that Iran would have nuclear weapons.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I really believe though, man, because only reason being I believe that they don't need weapons. Was I remember when I was little with the Ayatollah Khomeini back in the day with all the
Yep.
Likewise in the chat room, y'all. Brother shout like
oh,
in the chat room.
what's up, likewise? What's going down?
He there still talking the same thing.
Why worry about Iran? Oh God.
There you go.
There you go.
Much love, likewise. Shout out to you.
Much love, likewise. As I said, I think it's the reason being because you know what? I think Iran's crazy enough to push the button. That's why.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep this Gucci. I'm going to keep it one. I'm going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I go. The only reason being I say was because in 1970s because Ayatollah Khomeini was a crazy mofo.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember that because that was my coherent. That was my coherent years. Made my coherent when I was when I just knew because I don't really remember Ford, but I remember Jimmy Carter. You know what I'm saying? What you laughing at?
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah.
Carter.
Okay, I don't know what Ford did. I don't think I know he was a president. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy Carter, I remember him. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But I just don't know like all the detail. I know that I remember that um when Reagan got in and then the hostages came back after Reagan got into office.
Mm. Mm.
Well, Jesse said no way Iran did that attack. What Trump said was that they had that these were mines, and they can sit there and see like what's on the mines and stuff like that just by their models, and also he said something about the night vision and stuff like that. You know, that they actually saw what the mines was. Now, I mean, there could be something that the mines was already um, um, that there could be it could have been there or they were there, but I don't know, man. You just leave that there to the president on stuff like that, you know. But I don't know. I really don't know, and I'm not going to assume something that I don't got enough knowledge with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to speak intelligently.
Huh?
Yeah. Hold on, somebody trying to come in. Oh yeah, it's for the people. I invited somebody else on here. Supposed to come on here. One of my Wisconsin guys. He should be on here in a minute.
Right.
He's an activist. He'll be on here in a little bit.
And then and that's what I said, that that Reagan got the hostages out, but I don't know that much detail on it because I was only, what was it? I think I was like 10 years old. Wait, September. Okay, then 72. I was 8. Okay, I was like 9. I was like 9, 10 years old when they were doing the hostage thing between Carter and Ronald Reagan.
Yep.
Well, we already know that Iran would push the button on Israel. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's not about Iran pushing the button on Israel. It's about Iran just pushing the button. You know what I mean? That's the big. I mean, because no one should push the button. You know what I mean? And also, I says, to Donald Trump, to, you know what I'm saying, to the press, I think that you should very soon talk to Putin. You know what I mean? And see what he got to say. I sat back and I watched when he was, I guess that was his, I guess when he was talking to his cabinet or something like that, about when he said about laying that a lot of these wars and stuff like that he's laying on deaf ears. You know, so I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Talk, see what he got to say, and you know what I'm saying, and then it's just like what he says, and see what happens. You know what I mean? That's
Trump's
it.
got to take the deep state out of Iran, though.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I believe that that there's deep state in Russia too.
Oh yeah, without question.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus, like, go ahead.
Because I'm not saying I'm like, oh yeah, I love Russia. No, I love the United States of America, man. And I think that America. I think America first, most deaf. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Dig it.
But I mean, if I was him and I want stuff, oh yeah, Bolton and Pompeo, yeah, they are warmongers, yeah. And you know, later on, get them two out because I'll be honest, the people do not like Bolton and Pompeo.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
they were put there to show us what the neocons really want to do, the rhinos.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's going
Trump
on?
came out and talked.
What's going on?
Talked about the military.
What's going on, Tom?
Oh, not much. Just
No time, no talk, man. That's my
been a long time.
He down here.
You gotta say happy birthday to the president.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Okay, he said, so it's your birthday. So what do you think, Thomas?
Oh man, what do I think a lot of things.
About Candace Owens being press secretary.
I would think it would be a good thing. I think it would be a good move. I mean, it'd be a good move politically. I mean, it would. I think it would really send a message to Trump's like libertarian base. I mean, the people that really got him elected, the real folks, they want to see people like Candace Owens, you know, the figures that they idolize, you know, in the administration, people that aren't from the establishment. You know what I mean? Because I like Sarah Sanders, but at the end of the day, she's part of the Washington establishment.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be a good move. I think she's a smart, well-spoken woman, and I think that she would make a great press secretary.
Oh yeah. Do you believe that Acosta that Jim Acosta should sit in the front seat?
What was that?
Have Jim Acosta sit in the front.
Jim Acosta.
Yeah, I would, because I think it would be entertaining. I think it would be real entertaining. I mean, Jim Acosta, he's got no credibility left. CNN has no credibility left, and so they're trying to shut us down at every turn. I mean, you look at Facebook, man. They label people like me, people like Mo, agents. They call us agents of hate entities. We're pushing hate. I don't hate nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's the label they put on us, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So what do you think about so far with Trump's performance?
I think it's good. I think he could do more. I mean, I really hope he doesn't fall for this Iran thing. I don't believe that a war with Iran isn't good either way. I mean, no matter who did it, I don't think Iran did it at this point. But I just don't think we should get into a war. I want him to get rid of Jared Kushner, because I'm really not a fan, because he hangs out with people like John Bolton, people that are establishment. We don't need the establishment. He should take Rand Paul and put him somewhere in his cabinet, or people like them that can make changes that we want to see. Because what worries me is I love Trump and I'm going to support Trump, because there's really, at this point, we have no other option of holding back the Democrats, because they're just insane.
Right.
And so, but I want to see him stand behind gun owners more, and I want to see him do a better job of cleaning house, and I want to see William Barr start taking people to court and start putting people behind bars. That's what everybody wants to see. I mean, I saw a post the other day.
Well,
this old man said,
you also got to understand that when Trump went in there, the whole justice system, from judges, lawyers, I mean, all the way down through the FBI, over 40 agents of the FBI knew about the fake dossier and didn't say anything because they were scared of being attacked. Now
I know that, and that's, I think that's something that Americans really need to know too, is that it's not just Trump's job, it's our job. It's not just his job. He's not a king. It's our job to run for office. It's our job to get on the school boards, to get into the positions. I mean, at this point, a person who has never been in government is more qualified than the people that are in government. So let's get the people out, the people that are in, out, because they got a racket going on, and they're really killing us at every turn. I mean, it reaches from the states to across the seas. Their networks are crazy. So I get what you're saying about the corruption being everywhere, but I think that's the part that people don't see.
That's the part they got to clear out. That's the part they got to clear out before Trump can actually lock up somebody. What's the point? Like, if the judge and the lawyers are all set and you're trying to charge somebody with a crime, but they're all paid by the person you're trying to charge with a crime, that person ain't going to go nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
We only get one shot. And if we don't get everybody out, everybody straight on the line that we're trying to do with justice and law, then they're just going to walk. And we're going to be, we have to get that straight first. Yeah, that's why the patience is very critical here, because if we don't do it that way, it's going to fall back and bite us in the ass.
What I worry about is that people just rely. You know what I mean? Oh, don't worry about it. Trump's got it handled. Trump's in there fighting, but he needs us to be out here fighting too.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm listening.
So we have to put out the info.
Yeah.
We ain't got no choice. We have to. We do it all the time. Mo does it. Jay does it. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure everybody a lot of people in the chat do it too, including yourself. You know, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the mod squad over there, the panel. Too, we also got to interlock with each other.
Yeah.
Like Tony, you know, we got to work with Tony X. We got to work with other people like Tony X that's moving into spots to try to get into Congress.
Yeah, and that's
We have to get out.
I think that's a good thing. We need to get together I don't know if it's a school or what. In every state, we should have an organization. We can make it a 501c where we train people how to run for office. And tell them, okay, this school board position is open, uncontested. Go contest it. Go contest this. Go contest this. And have people trained to keep running and hammering because you see the Justice Democrats are going to take over the Democratic Party, and then it's going to be straight socialist, straight Marxist. If we don't get on the ball and start getting our people, like you said, moving and supporting, hooking up with the people that are going to run for office. And I'm going to run in 2020 for the district 76 in Wisconsin here. In Madison,
and you know I support you. It's liberal out there where you at. Damn.
Oh yeah.
Vote. Hey, I'm in Vegas, man, but you know what? You got my vote in spirit, brother.
I appreciate that, but we got it. Like you said, we need to hook up with the people that are running, and I think the biggest boundary is people think, well, I can spread the info, but I can't run. You know what? Half the time you're more qualified than the people that are in there, because I'd rather have somebody who doesn't know how to do the job and is honest than somebody who's highly experienced at the job and is dishonest, because honesty wins out every time.
Yes. Right. Honesty is the best policy.
It definitely is.
For real. You know, this is why I voted for Trump, because of his policies, because it sounds very honest. It does everything, you know.
You know what though, man? And I've been really thinking about it too, you know, but I just don't know what yet. I'm still deciding, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. That I want to run for an office. I don't know if it'll be local, I don't know if it'll be state, I don't know if it'll be federal, but I'm thinking more or less going toward 2022.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think I have a more clear idea of what I what I can do.
You gotta, I mean, and that's where you gotta start, is just figuring out where you're gonna run, what's open, and then figuring out how to get the resources. Because I ran with the libertarians the last time.
Yeah, libertarian. You know, yes, I remember that.
And I wasn't vibing with the libertarians out here. I think they're too anti-Trump. They're too left-leaning, because it seems like they've been becoming more and more anarchist, leftists, libertarian, socialist, which is a whole different kettle of fish.
Libertarian.
Yeah, they're
libertarian. Don't believe in socialism. A true libertarian.
Exactly. Right. And but they have these what they're called libertarian socialists. What they believe in is pretty much outside of the U.S. Libertarian means anarchist in a lot of countries. So what these people are they call themselves syndicalists or anarchists, voluntary everything. But they're completely off base. They're completely they're Marxist, but they don't want to use the Marxist label.
So the word anarchist, is that word a bad word to you? Anarchist.
I believe it is, because it really is just another smokescreen for Marxists. They may say they don't believe in Marx, or that their ideology opposed Soviet Russia.
But we got a Trump supporter at the Mother rally. He said he was an anarchy for Trump. Your take on that?
I mean,
and he's really cool. He says he's an anarchy for Trump. What he said.
I mean, everybody's got their own thing, man.
Like that.
I'd have to talk to the person personally and see what kind of anarchist, because you have all these labels, but I really feel a lot of it is a smokescreen to hide what they are, which is
okay, yeah. Are you breaking up, bro? Hey, next person. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's a smokescreen for like being an anarchist. Like I said, so there outside of the United States, libertarian is associated with an ideology called libertarian socialism, which is like or anarchy, which is like everything would be a commune. It's BS. I mean, we've had a lot of communes, we've had a lot of experiments like that inside the United States, and they always fail. And that's the one thing that you can never tell a libertarian socialist or an anarchist is they want to abolish property. In order to abolish and redistribute property, you need a gigantic state. It's not just going to happen. People aren't just going to give up their property, and that's the biggest thing. That's why we can't even have a conversation with these people, because they believe the fact that we own anything is that
Right.
Likewise, want to come on. Let's go.
How are you going to have a conversation?
Nah, man, no.
You want to come on?
Not today.
I know, likewise.
How are you going to have a conversation with a person that doesn't? They're not even coming from the same planet, let alone trying to come together on something. They don't even believe that you should be able to own anything. That means that you get allotted the food, the housing, the transport, everything that you have would be given to you by the commune. And it would be they're all like, oh, it'll be direct democracy and this and that. Direct democracy is just as bad as tyranny from a dictator.
Next.
Exactly. Well, I mean, how many? Just because the majority believes something doesn't mean that it's correct morally, or through or that it's just.
And I mean, and then when it comes, and then I'm sitting there watching all these. I'm sitting there watching all these candidates, man. And later on tonight, I'm going to watch. I think what they have, Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden on the same stage. I don't know if it's a debater. I mean, I happened to see it online as I was going through it. Did you see that today?
I saw the candidates, all the candidates. It's insane. They have so many candidates. They can't even have the debate on one day. They have to have 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
What?
2 days of debates just for all their candidates, because they can't even, they have so many of them. But I'm sticking with Roger Stone. I guarantee that Michelle Obama is going to pop up at the last minute.
No, everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that, though, man. And you know what, though? I think she's gonna get blasted, man. I mean, soon as she goes, she's gonna come on the scene, but she's gonna be blasted like a mug on a 4-wheel.
Okay, I haven't heard it. What are you talking about? She's gonna show it. Was that what you talking about?
Well, Roger Stone has been he's just a political insider or whatever. He's had a lot of experience. So what he said is that he thinks, from what he's heard and what he's like heard, through his own sources and stuff and his own feelings, says that he thinks that they're going to pull her out at the last minute, like Captain Sable to come through for the Democratic Party.
I got you. So they're okay. I got you now. Which
you talk about Michael Robinson?
What was that?
Michael Robinson.
Michael Robinson.
Yeah. Michelle Obama. Yep. Michael, whatever. I can't keep Michelle. What was it? Michael Robinson was his original name. I don't know, but I don't think.
We lost you, Jeremy. All right.
I don't think anybody's going to be able to beat Trump. He's got a good economy.
Yes.
He's got a strong base. I just don't think he's going to be beatable. I just don't think the Democrats. You can just see by the fact that they have 1,000 candidates. Mm-hmm. I mean, even if they pulled out Michelle Obama, I don't think they could pull out a victory.
One rhino I don't. I mean, one cat that people talk about, but I'm really lackadaisical on Rand Paul.
I like him.
You are? I mean, maybe because some things that he's. Only thing I can say about. I'm not. I'm not gonna down him, but sometime in different policies that I agree with that what Trump does, and then he disagrees with, it kind of like pisses me off.
He's very much like his dad, which he speaks his mind, which I like, and he's for
Right,
liberty,
right.
and he wants to leave and he's big on leaving other countries alone. He wants to stop selling weapons to the Middle East, to stop funding terrorists. He wants
Right.
to, change. I mean, the things that he wants are good. He's just very principled and he's not pragmatic. He doesn't want to take a pragmatic approach. He doesn't want to be like, okay, I'll give in a little bit. He wants it a certain way.
All right, all right. I mean, I'll take that, man. I mean, for me, man, I'll give it. I'll give it a benefit of a doubt. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's a good guy, and I think he's an honest guy. And I think that Donald Trump needs people that are gonna tell him, like, look, this isn't a good idea. Instead of agreeing with it,
Yeah, of course.
trying to
Yeah,
manipulate.
no, yes, man. I can see that. I can see what you're saying, though. Yeah, I can see what you're saying on that and stuff like that. Because I think the guy that really impressed me so far was what's his name dude with Kavanaugh. I'm so bad. Graham. I really like Lindsey Graham.
He's been all right. I mean, you got to look at his track record though. Like he voted for the Patriot Act and all these other things that took away privacy rights and stuff. So I'm still on the fence on him because I want to see what he's gonna do, what he's gonna back, and I don't trust it. He's got to show me something different. You know what I mean? Than what he has done.
I think that he was
Trump.
I think that we'll just say no name out of respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and stuff like that. I mean that I think basically he had Lindsey Graham's balls to the wall.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then after he passed away, you know what I'm saying? Then he just came out.
Well, and
You know
that's
what I
the thing
mean?
that I worry about because so Lindsey Graham was really connected to McCain.
Right.
His lobby firm that he used for and through his campaign, he used a lobby firm called Orion, and the guy who runs Orion is heavily funded by George Soros.
Ooh.
And George Soros is also connected to Jared Kushner through the board of advisors of Genie Energy. And Genie Energy is an oil company that has the only drilling rights to the oil in the Golan Heights, which is like an area disputed between Israel and
Palestine.
Syria.
Syria.
So they've continued this war because they want to make money. And Jared Kushner is deep in bed with these guys. And what worries me is that I feel like he plays he plays Trump's daughter off to Trump. You know what I mean? Like Trump has a weakness for his daughter, and who every father does. And I think that Jared Kushner wants to use that to get that neocon, that old rhino thinking back into play. You know what I mean? We can't have Trump going back to the way the Republicans were. We want a new wave of pro-liberty, like pro-America Republicans, and not these guys that were wishy-washy blue bloods like George Bush or John McCain.
Right. But we gotta vote some of these blame Republicans out, man, because they gotta get some blame balls. And what's his name? Burr is one that definitely gotta go.
That's why we need to get our people out and running. You know what I mean? Right. We need to get people out. We need to use our collect. Our power as a group, and support the candidates that we really, really want, and use our dollars and use our voices.
Like I'm thinking this, man, which hasn't been done. You know, I mean, as I'm thinking about it, since we ain't gonna get no lobbyist money or anything like that. and to make like a an Omni campaign, you know,
Yeah,
instead of having like them like in one like one campaign per state, run everybody's campaign together.
yeah. Well, I get that, and like that's like if we made like a party, like that wasn't a party. It was just there to support candidates and not set policy or anything. It doesn't matter, what you claim yourself to be, as long as you're constitutionally, abiding things. You know what I mean? You're constitutionally literate. You want pro America policies and stuff, and we just help get them funded or get them noticed or whatever. And it doesn't require anything back. It's just to help people get started, train them how to run, figure out how to get them things that they need.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because
Party.
I mean, anyway, would be a great person to probably help out on that. So would be probably Roger Stone.
Yeah,
because
I think
he
so.
knows because number one, he been in the game since the '60s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he made the game. Like really, he made the game. Donald Trump wouldn't be president if it wasn't for Roger Stone. I bet you 100% that he would not have ran if it wasn't for Roger Stone.
Right. So, but right now, they got his balls on the floor.
Yeah,
You
they
know what
do.
I'm saying? With a
they
gag
do.
order on them. You know what I mean? And that's really messed up that they do. But that's the type of person that we need.
That is
You know
the
what I mean?
person we need.
And I can't think of anybody else that I can say that I can actually trust.
No, I agree, and I think that Roger Stone, and especially, and this is something that I don't understand, is Infowars has so much sway. Like, I get that they're under attack and stuff, but if they just like set up a party and just said, okay, we're setting this up, and we got, it's gonna help people like learn how to run and stuff like that. They could have people everywhere running, under the, whatever Infowars party or something.
Yeah.
And Roger Stone is right there to, give the advice that he needs. I just don't understand why Alex Jones hasn't done that, but I get that he's under attack just like Roger Stone is.
I think more or less we probably get someone like Owen Schroyer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even a millennial Millie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though I mean she's out there, of course, but at least she got that leverage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that would be a good idea. Like if Owen Schroyer ran and Millie Weaver and all these journalists that are doing this stuff, if they actually ran, they would get traction. I think they would.
Laura Loomer.
Yep.
Laura Loomer. Then they can't say that we're misogynist because number one is we're backing these men and women.
And that's what we want. I mean, when it comes down to that stuff, man, I can't even pay attention to it anymore, really, because it's just to divide, and it's just to play to the weak-minded.
Right. So I'm thinking about as I said, 2022. I'll have my mindset on what I want to do. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because it has been inside my mind. How about you, Mo?
Okay, what you just said? You said
about thinking about like running for some sort of office. Just
I ain't running for nothing. They'll hate me worse than Donald Trump.
But that's the thing. That's what we need.
I'm subject to moon the whole country. I mean, real talk. I'm worse than Donald Trump.
Oh, I think that'd be funny. I think that'd be funny as hell.
I
You
wouldn't
wouldn't be.
do to prove a point. Like, shut up. Oh, he's not subject.
Let's be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when it really comes down to it, I mean, I'm thinking that that maybe, you know what I'm saying, all of us on YouTube, all of us that are talking about it, all of us that are going in office, we are the new, I mean, just because from through history, the new George Washingtons, John Adams, we are that new, like what Thomas Jefferson said. You know what I'm saying? Every 250 years, our government must be purged.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that what's happening now is the people that are speaking up, the people that are standing up, will be in the history books. It's
Okay.
just it's going to be a long fight.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're right, Tom.
And it's not even look. And what's funny is, as I'm seeing it, that it's not that I want to be in the history books. It just needs to be done.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what makes history is something needs to be done. People have to do it, and we do it. That's how America is. We get it done.
Yeah, you know, because people say, "Oh yeah, we're going to be written in the history book." Really, okay, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's not about that. Don't get me
No.
started because I can rant tonight. Don't get me started. Go ahead. I said I'm gonna be calm tonight, even though it's Friday. Y'all go ahead.
You know, and then sit there like, and I mean, just from a black point of view, man. You know what I'm saying? With the black, with the black, I call them the black cocks, because
Yeah.
that's what they are. You know what I'm saying? Pardon my French. Sorry, Mr. President. Sorry to the senators I hit. Dan Bongino, all that. But that's the truth.
You dig?
You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah.
truth. They're not. They didn't do nothing, and I will never ever forget the State of Union when they sat down. The very first State of Union address, when they all sat down, when all this stuff was going, all the good things he was doing, and they just sat there and watched.
Because they don't like America. They don't like America.
You know. But yeah, man. But you know what I mean? Share this video, man. Everybody, man. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
Because
Not everybody. Everybody.
because the reason being is, man, that, you know, as I says, man, I'm thinking 22. I mean 2022. I just don't know where I want to go yet. But I see that there's stuff that needs to be done. You know, support Tony X in New York.
Yep.
You know
Tony
what
X.
I'm saying?
The new right party. The new right party. Tony
The
X.
new right party.
Straight out of New
Support
York.
my homie right here in Wisconsin.
For
You
sure.
know, tell me a little bit about what you're running for.
I'm running for the district assembly of. I got an uphill battle. I'm in a severely liberal district.
You sure it is.
Mo knows all about that.
Yeah. I hope you didn't Antifa.
How old are you?
I'm 31. I'm about to be 32.
You don't look 31 at all. I was thinking
know.
he was like
That dude got
25
a
or something. Wow.
Preserved.
Yeah,
But,
and also
They say
Wow.
black don't crack.
Leo Dunston here in Las Vegas. He's running. I think he's running for the House, and for the House for a House of Representatives. You know what I'm saying? He's out there. Brandon Tatum out in Arizona. You know, and again, we got a holler.
Also, I wanted to mention before I got to get going soon because I got to go to work. But I wanted to mention this. We're going to be having a prayer.
Yes.
It's going to be a mass prayer in Sun Prairie. We're going to be doing. It's called the Prayer for Freedom. You can find it on Facebook if Facebook hasn't banned it.
On what day?
But I have an event page up right now for it. It's called Prayer for Freedom. And we're going to be having that in Sun Prairie on August 11th on a Sunday, and we're gonna get together. We're gonna pray,
Okay.
have a picnic, have some.
And also make it a live feed for everybody to come in. And play with us.
Look, I will request a day off. I will be there.
And also,
we want you out there, Mo. And we're gonna have speech. We can talk and stuff and have speeches, but the main thing is just to get out and have a prayer.
Hallelujah.
And, be Christians and exercise our right to religious freedom, because in this country we're becoming a minority as Christians, and we're really being persecuted. You see it. I think I saw you post an article about it or have a show about it the other day, Mo. They're attacking Christian schools. They're attacking.
They are.
They're attacking Christians everywhere. They want to take "In God We Trust" off the money. That's where we got our morals from. That's where we got the Constitution from, is from Christianity. And they might not like it, but that's the way it is. I mean, so we got to stay strong as Christians, and we got to stay strong as conservatives. And yeah, I'm glad that Mo had me on, but I might have to get going, guys.
Hey, bro. Hey, come back anytime, bro. Holla, you got my number.
Definitely, I'll holler at you, and I'm definitely gonna be expecting to see you out there at the prayer. Can't wait.
I will. We're 2 hours away, man, from each other. 2 hours. You in Madison, Milwaukee.
Yeah, and we'll figure it out. I know how we can get everybody moved around. So I'm hoping to have a good turnout for this one.
I hope we get Dirk the Worst out there. Get Dirk the Worst, man. Dirk the Worst, man. He be bringing the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, he was out here with me the other day. I did a debate at UW.
Okay.
So yeah, but he'll be out here. We'll have a bunch of people out here and see what happens. Hopefully, it's going to be in some prairie. So hopefully, Antifa isn't there, because I kind of want to make it.
Oh, some prairie by Illinois, by Six Flags. It's close to Illinois.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. That's close. Yeah. I'm about 30, 40 minutes from there.
Yeah, and I just wanted to be kind of a family friendly thing, so that we can have people and their families come out and get them together and tell them, it's time that we unite, because stuff isn't going. Trump is in office, but stuff isn't perfect, and we need to get together and start organizing. And because we're such strong and independent individuals and human beings, it's hard to organize us. But once we get riled and together, big things happen. So hopefully,
is there any way that we can try to get a hold of what's his name, Stone?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm part of his Facebook page and stuff, but I don't know, man. Just gonna. I mean, you could contact his Facebook page would probably be the first step. And just keep, going around looking. You know what? I'll try to do some research myself.
Me too.
All right.
Because he knows a lot about it, so we might as well get to him.
Yep. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Man. Good night. God bless.
All right, man. Peace. Great meeting you, my brother.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, we're gonna connect. That's my guy Tom. He's an activist. We've done things many times here in Wisconsin. He's 2 hours from me, and we be lighting it up. He was there when I got attacked by Antifa. He was very liberal. UW, Wisconsin. You know what the home of the Badgers play at? The Badgers? That's where he live at. He right there. And it's Antifa. Oh my God. They assaulted me. I was gonna punch in a jaw, but I didn't do it. I'm better than that.
Wow, man.
I'm better than that. I could have punched him because I have a right to. But I didn't do it because I wanted to expose you people. So I may be a big mouth online, but when it comes to other stuff, I don't do it.
Right.
I'm actually they say, Mo, you a teddy bear in real life. You ain't like you is online. You so quiet. Look, I be quiet. I be observing people. Like, dude, you been quiet for 3 hours. I said, you know what? Because I'm always bumping my gums on YouTube and Facebook all the time. So let me take a break tonight and just observe y'all. I swear when you see me, Jay, when you meet me, you can be like, dude, ain't nothing like he is online. I'm a quiet person.
I'm the same person. I'm the same person all the way through.
No, I'm still crazy, but I'm quiet for hours. So for sometimes I will be quiet for 2 hours.
Well, you scope things out, though, man.
Huh?
You scope things out.
Yeah, See, I scope. I look. Who the person? Oh, shh. I look. All of a sudden, why you so quiet? Leave it on. I'll talk to you later. I walk up. All of a sudden, I start talking stuff while we together. You already know, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do this 24/7 like we do in real life. We don't do it in real life.
Like I said, man, you're my brother from another mother, man. Because you're weaker, but we're a week apart.
Yep, we're a week apart. And look, and people don't know I'm a quiet person. I am very quiet. They're gonna be like, damn, he quiet. People that are more like, Mo, you quiet.
Yeah, he's quiet until the fat boys come on radio.
Yeah. Look, I got Craig, you start dancing. You remember, Chrissy? You know I'm quiet most of the time. You met me. It was about Chris. It was about at Chris's house, and you put the music on. I had a few drinks, and I started dancing. And I'm like,
you like, I know all the words to this song.
Yeah, I know all the words.
Okay, let me back it up then.
Back it up, you know.
Back that ass up.
And then Apostle came to me like, I gotta pray over you. He gonna put his hand on me and pray over me, right? Father God, because he saw me grab my nuts while I did the song. He's like, "Oh, you crazy!"
All right. Remember, man, we're on the president's Twitter.
We have a troll.
13.
Yeah, we have a troll.
Oh, we have a troll.
I think so.
What's
no. Rather move. Let him stay here. Just give him a timeout at the most. Don't block him.
Okay, Johnny been the time.
Troll allowed to stay on here. Just time out.
Yeah. He keeps running his mouth.
He been running his mouth. He been getting timeouts all day. Dude, you want to come up? I put it. No, stop. I said, come up. I put the link. I mean, is it serious?
He's racist.
If he racist, look, I want to be a racist person. I will put the link. You want to come on?
He said we were racist as fuck. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to say that. You racist as F against white.
Fudge. Okay.
Now this America, and he was just being ugly. So I'm glad we got rid of him. He needs, or timed him out. He needs.
No, I want him up here. He want to come. No, let me stop. I'm so petty. Like, get up here, dude. Let's talk.
Invite him on.
All right, dude, send your email. You want to come on? You got something to say? Bring your ass on.
First Amendment.
Stop it, Johnny. You just want you an instigator.
You know what I'm saying? First Amendment. Likewise, we'll get you tomorrow.
Yeah, likewise.
Well, I have got to get off here because it's going on 1 o'clock, and I got to get up early in the morning because I'm meeting the boyfriend in the morning. My daughter's bringing her boyfriend home.
Look, in the hood way, we would say her ninja. Her ninja.
Yeah. Okay. But
Mayberry out.
Yeah, I'm out. They're having a big old mud bog. Now this is Mayberry right here for you. Having a big old mud bog down here below my house. They have one every year, and they take the money and give it to St. Jude's. I think it's St. Joe's. It might be the Children's Miracle Network. It's one of them. I can't remember which one it is, but he has it every year, and it's a big thing. And so her boyfriend's gonna come, and they're gonna go watch that. So we're supposed to meet him for the first time. So we'll see how that goes.
Ice River, how do you call in? Just send your email.
Like what do you use? Using like the carts, the mud bogging, like as in motorcycles and quad runners and stuff.
No, the mud bogging is where they have a real big, long, deep mud pit, and it's big old trucks, and they have to you have to gun it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you can make it through the farthest or whatever. Yeah.
I'm all the way in Las Vegas, man. I miss that type of stuff.
Oh, Ice River, come on here. Oh, that's hard. Come on here.
But
we used to have a racetrack. The racetrack where they had the mud bogging with the doom buggies and stuff.
This is just a big old pit, and it's gonna be a bunch of rednecks down there.
Oh man, I'll tell you what though. Where I'm from, man, there's white rednecks, there's black rednecks. We all have fun. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, now you cussing, nigga. You said,
I'm sorry.
I did too. Well, I was reading.
Sorry, Mr. President.
Sorry, President.
Hey, we're gonna be real, you know. But where they're gonna have that down there. They have one every year they raise money for that. So it'll be a bunch of, and then like you said, there'll be redneck. There'll be white rednecks out there. There'll be black rednecks out there. It's a mixture of people out there. It's what it is.
Why you sound triggered about likewise? This dude in the chat room, you've been trolling me the past 4 days. Sound triggered about likewise, nigga. I'm not triggered about likewise.
I'm gonna say it, Mr. Prez. Is like this. It was just a little bit of real America. Every day, real America. Sometimes we slip.
Yep. Sometimes, yeah.
You know, I
I
like
actually
it.
Barry want to come on here. He been bumping his gun. He want to actually want to pop up. Dude, send me your email. I'll invite you on here. Download Google Hangouts. I'll send you email. I will make you famous. Anybody want to be famous when they argue with me?
Oh yeah.
Mo is triggered by likewise. What?
Yeah,
Nah.
you've been saying
So
the last 4 days, so you must be a troll. So bring your troll. Let me stop it. Stop it, Mo.
Likewise says he owns that room. Ha ha ha. Very
Hey,
funny.
likewise.
Wait.
Oh,
This is what that other person put. Likewise says he owns this room.
likewise, I just want to argue too. What's up, argue there? You want to get on here? Ice, you want to get on here? Let's settle this right here.
I bet you that is Likewise. That's probably his other.
Yeah, if I just
Probably his troll channel.
to get likewise on here. Look, I'm on here now. No, no, no.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good night, and thank you for bringing me on, Mo. Anytime, I'll come on anytime.
Hey, girl. Hey,
Hey,
thank you for coming on here.
all right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
You have a good night.
All right, y'all too.
Maybe we're out. All right, it's just me and Jay for the clever, and
Yep.
and we got Jeremy over here.
Yep.
Oh no,
Oh,
is it
man.
working better now?
Hey,
Yeah.
hold it down, y'all, for like about 2 minutes. I gotta pay a water bill.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back in my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice.
Hey Jay, you got it for a second because it's gonna be loud over here just for a minute.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Anyways, I just walked to the store. I'm just getting up the stairs to see who's on real quick. I had to take my tablet with me.
Oh, you good? I don't know why I kept having signal problems. The sad part is most time when I'm on, I go to the same spot. So when I started having problems, I didn't get it. I have full signal and everything.
What do you do, anyways, Jeremy?
I drive. I drive a truck.
Oh, okay. You got a nice job and
Eh,
stuff like that.
it took a lot of work to get to where I'm at, but yeah.
Most def, respect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But as I says, man, I'm just waiting for them blame. I'm just waiting for the IG report to come out.
He did say something's gonna come out in 2 weeks. Kind of curious
Well,
what that
they
is.
said, yeah, well, they said it was supposed to come out this month or something like that. But I mean, as I says, man, I mean, come on. I mean, that blind Mueller report was. It took me 3 days. It took me 3 days to read that Mueller report, man.
Yeah.
You know, wait. Remember when I wrote it? When I wrote it, when I read it, and I told you it was, what was it? It was about a few months back. All right, and I told you that the Mueller report was bull crap.
Yeah.
And then a couple months later, what happened?
Same. Yeah. It's all staged. Well, of course, me and you already know though. I mean, it's different. People don't realize that thing was written in 07. So a lot of people don't.
What? Man, I didn't know that.
Well, not
Well,
the
I
Miller.
know it was a movie script.
Yeah, it was written in 07, back when McCain was running.
Oh, okay. But
By
but but but
by Glenn Simpson, and Bruce and Nellie Orr decided to push it out there. And look what you seen what happened with old Bruce. I think it was Bruce Orr. He got a demotion but a pay raise.
yeah. You know what's really messed up, man? I forgot his name. That with Brennan, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what he's doing right now is shady. Ooh,
I know, but he was supposed to get his security clearance taken away from him. You know what I mean? And I guess the guy, I forgot his name, that was in charge of it. He never took his security clearance away. I mean, he still. I don't know if he got it. I don't know if he got it now. You know what I mean? But what I said, what I seen, that he still had it. It was, I mean, it was all over the news. Dan Bongino was talking about it.
Yeah.
Fox
But
News was talking about it.
You heard that he's been going over to Australia, New Zealand, and all them other areas lately.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, the Five Eyes.
Yep.
Yep. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So that's that's pretty crazy right there, though, man. You know what I'm saying? On the four wheel.
I don't know how they keep getting away with all that stuff and nobody doing anything about it.
You know
That's
what?
what I'm curious on.
I'm very patient with this right now.
You gotta
I
be.
mean, yeah, I'm just going to sit back and see what happens. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I mean, that's all we can. That's all we can do. You know what I mean? It's just to sit back, see what happens. You know, and go from there. You know what I mean? And it's very. It's just mess. I just never thought that I in my lifetime I lived to see something like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in the aspects. I mean, I'm not scared, but at the same time, it is scary.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because I mean, to me, it ain't as. I mean, I don't do it for myself, and a lot of people might wonder why. Well, I don't have kids. It's just me and my wife. We can handle it. I mean, but I do what I do for other people's kids, other people's grandkids. I do love our country. You know what I mean? Like, then, like the
Right.
lady was talking last night. A lot of people might not agree with her, but or might look at her differently. Whatever, I don't care.
But
But
you
when
know,
she started
but
speaking about Americans that were homeless, even veterans for that matter, but Americans that were homeless and illegals getting houses over Americans, that pissed me
right.
off.
Oh yeah, I mean that's true. But also, man, I guess I respect. I like this. I respect at the point that you know what that I respect her passion. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
I
without
understand.
question.
Yeah, I understand. I understand where she was coming from. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, there's a lot of Black Americans that are very very angry about it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and not only that, people don't people don't realize the first places that these illegals are going to go is in the inner cities. People got to
Right.
realize that who's mainly in the inner cities is going to be mainly black folks. That's where they're going first, and then they're going to hit the outskirts.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
so it's like that one saying we talked about a while back. You know, you be quiet now because it's not affecting you until it affects you, and
Right.
then
Right.
you know what are you going to do about it? You
Yeah.
need
I
to
mean,
stand up. People got to stand up and start saying something about it. It don't
right.
matter race, nothing else. I mean, it's right over wrong.
And
Somebody's
a lot of Americans don't understand. I mean, especially see the whole thing is, man, is the big cities. You know what I'm saying? That the big cities don't understand the rest of America. I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? My daddy was a steel worker. You know, I remember in the 70s. You know, I remember inside the 70s when all the steel mills went down and all that stuff like that. I seen
yeah,
and also I mean and I haven't been and that's one reason why I left Pennsylvania was because there was no jobs or anything like that, you know. So in a way
yeah,
I had to leave. You know what I mean? I really had to
yep.
leave.
Hello.
And I mean I haven't been back. It's still not good.
What's
My
up,
home
MJ? MJ, thanks for coming here, man. I'll put you on it randomly.
Oh,
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Mo? What's
Man, we just
going
chilling,
on?
talk. You see what we're talking about, man. You know what it is. Go ahead, talk.
Yeah, I know. Thick skin only.
what's up, MJ?
What's up, MJ?
Hey, what's going? Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right, but if you actually sit there and grown up and seen the little moms and pops businesses just go away inside my hometown, you know, and watch how it affected my community. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm I'm listening to y'all though. I'm just gonna put it on mute real quick.
all right, and seeing how my community went down, and how our economy went down, and then after that, now like been gone 20 years later and the heroin is like really really bad at home, man. You know, I mean, I lost a little bit. I mean, there was even kids like 16, 17, 18 years old the past few years dropping like flies. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know about what's in your area. How about you, MJ? How like and since you were growing up, man, has your community like basically degenerated or yours been degenerated since you've always known?
What you said about my community?
As in economically and stuff like that.
Are you
Has it?
talking about
Has it?
like in my?
Yeah. He basically asking, is it progressed or regressed?
What, in Chicago?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're in Chicago. That's right. You in Chicago, so it got very bad. You know, I remember I never even heard stuff about Chicago until I say about a year and a half, 2 years ago, when it really, you know what I'm saying, that it started scoring a lot of people just dying. But I don't know, but I haven't lived there, so you got better information than I do.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago, I guess is going back pretty good so far. I mean,
I can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, my bad though. I was heading back home. Not like I was saying that Chicago ain't perfect. It has its good and bad. I mean, as far as like community goes,
Right.
it's kind of bad to be honest.
And she from out west though, MJ. You from out west?
Yeah, I'm from out west.
See, I know the struggle out west. I know the fury out west. Out west is corrupt. It's the most corrupt part of Chicago. Out west is.
Hold on.
Call out west the hustle spots. I know my nigga.
But I'm like, yeah, because I remember man, Chicago, man, with that. I just love the Chicago
Yeah, I'm from
sound
out
and
west.
music.
Yeah, I'm from out west.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to invite Katie Truth. I'm sure she's gonna come back on here. Look at me. I'm so petty. Because she knows about Skid Row down in California. That's why I want to talk to her.
And also tell you, and also, man, we yeah, and also, but this is even for the president.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I made some progress a little bit, since the president been in the House. I mean, it's not a lot of crime rates like it was when Democrats was in office. The only thing we have is just like blacks and Latino.
Right. What about the immigration? What's happening out there?
The immigration is not that high over here. It's mostly out in California.
I get. Yeah, I mean, do you have any illegal issues out there?
It's a few, but it's not a lot. Most of them not coming over here. They're going to the closer border, which is California.
Right.
That's closer to them. Chicago is a little bit further away from them. It would take them days and maybe some years to get over here.
Right. Because man, it's like we gotta get this border, man. This border right, man.
Yeah, we gotta get it right with this border, man. I'm telling you.
I just don't see how people don't see the problem. You know what I mean?
I don't understand it either, though. It's like
People.
We do need a border to protect us.
Right. With no country, no country, there's no border. With no border, no country.
Exactly. I mean, Canada has a border.
Right. But people ain't trying to go to people ain't trying to,
They ain't trying to hit to Canada like that because it's border.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
America is not.
And I mean that's what's crazy, that. But I mean, we'll be going to California. Wait, are you going to try to go to California in September?
As I'm gonna try to go to California, I'm not really sure because I have issues with money. I'm trying to work on saving up.
Right. I feel you on that. I'm trying to get it. But I says, man, like when we do go out and do that rally in Cali, you know what I'm saying? Then I say come with Mo, man. Don't need that because we was all just chilled out there. It's only like 3 hours, about 3.5 hours away.
I never been to California, so I don't know how it is out there.
I've been there. I've been there a few times. And stuff like that.
I mean, I can only go by with what I see the looks of it on YouTube.
Right. But it's good. But it's good just to go, just to experience it, though, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
I really want to take a look at it and see is that how California really is.
Right. Yeah, man.
I mean, because in California, like on the YouTube, I see like a lot of tents and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Like the homeless population is very big out there compared to here.
Right.
I mean, because the population over here is very low. Like it's cold,
Right. I tell you what, though, to be honest, if it came to my tax money and stuff like that, I mean, because what was it? Newsom, the Kelly governor out there, man, giving the immigrants Medicare, Medicaid, and all that stuff like that. He passed a law. And you know what though? I mean, and I wonder, and since we did tweet, since the president has tweeted and stuff like that, man, you know what I'm saying? Is there any way, you know what I'm saying, that what's going on in California can be federally overrided dealing with these immigrants? I mean, I know that the way the United States is set up. And really, in my heart, I don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? It interfere with the state because I already know what the press is going to say. Oh man, he's being a what do they call it? Being a tyrant, a dictator.
I mean, as soon as like we want to make our border safe, then it's like, oh, we're doing too much, or we're invading their privacy.
Right.
That's basically what I hear too.
Wait, say again?
No, I'm just saying, like a border. It's like they always say, "Oh, well, you're doing too much."
You're breaking up, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you might have to just put your mouth closer to your mic.
Yeah, I'll do that. No, I'm just saying, it's like when you said can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you better.
No, like I was saying, like when we want to like make a country better, it's like when we want border and stuff like that. That it's like people always saying that we're doing too much or we're invading people's space.
Right. I mean, it's like what's being invading people's space when our country is being invaded and also taking our hard-earned taxpayer dollars to pay for somebody else, and now they got typhus out there, typhoid fever, which basically was a black plague. You know what I'm saying? And only God knows what other diseases and stuff they have there. I live in Vegas. These people can easily come out here in Vegas and then bring it all the way out here and get sick.
Are you from the Vegas area? Okay.
Huh?
I said you from out there in Vegas?
I live out here. I'm not from here though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm originally from Pittsburgh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but still, I've been here 10 years, so I am a resident. I am a Las Vegaser. You know what I'm saying? But what happens in Cali, when it affects Cali, sooner or later it's going to affect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I agree with you. Like I don't feel like your tax dollars should be paying for other people's issue.
I'd rather
where
have the tax dollars. If I'm paying these taxes, I'd rather have the
it should,
tax dollars go to these homeless and get them on their feet and get them off the drugs and get them and get their
I,
body cleaned up.
I feel like the tax dollars should be for like our elderly people who did work,
Right,
not for like these young people that can get up and move.
right. You
I could
know, and
I could see if you was disabled, then that's different too, you know.
right. Yeah, get up and get up and work. I mean, me personally, you know, I mean, that's just I'm not speaking for myself, and I have said it. You know that I think that these kids, if they don't go to school, if they're not going to school or going to a trade school or something like that and do something with their life, then I think they should go to the military.
I'm thinking about going to another trade school.
Say again.
No, I'm saying like I'm thinking about going to another trade school because I went to one already. Like it's just college ain't for me though. I'd rather do a trade.
Right. Here's something I've been thinking about this for a while. I wrote it on my Facebook before. Even during the election, I wrote the same thing. I think that there should be like anything. I mean, I'm not a rich guy, but I'm willing to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a $2 flat tax, because everybody says that they want to have a they want to they want to have free schooling and free and a free Medicare. All right, this is what the Democrats said. All right, and it's not that I want free or anything like that, but this is just to make it work. What I think they should do, right, is any essence anything over $30. Okay.
Yeah.
With the taxes. I mean, I even go anything over $20. Okay.
Right.
All right.
I
They
agree
should
with
have
that.
a $2 flat tax. Okay. $1 goes toward education and training. The other dollar goes for the Medicare, Medicaid. Have it inside of a trust that's not affected or taxable from the government. And what that trust does, I call it like a people's trust, and that pays for education. I mean, so everybody's going to the store. A lot of people buy more than $20 worth of stuff, or you can make it like.
The only problem with that is the politicians that are up there. They did that with Social Security, and Social Security's busted now because of them people.
No, the government can't touch it. The government can't touch it. It's a people's trust that they can't touch. They can't take a dime out of it because number one is the taxes are already there. All the taxes they have, like you have your 7% tax, 8% tax, anywhere between 7 to 8% tax on there. That goes to the government. Okay? That goes to the government. The government do not touch because number one is it's what the people invest in for the betterment of our country.
Well, that's what Social Security is.
And then how did that get all fucked up? Sorry. How did that get all messed up?
Because of greedy politicians.
Yeah, but
Social Security, that's what comes out of everybody's check right now. And you know, the Social Security paying is actually just paying the people that are on Social Security now because they have nothing built up, and it put everything in a jam.
But that ain't for that ain't for social. You see, number one is that ain't for Social Security. That's already taken out.
Well,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But it ain't there. It ain't there. You know what I always had a question for? They always talk about how Social Security's broke, but we always put into it. But welfare's never broke.
Yeah, welfare is never broke. I don't know why.
But
Yeah.
Social Security's
Okay.
broke. Social Security's broke, and we pay into that. But welfare's not broke.
Well, yeah. Because everybody getting their food stamps and all that other good stuff. Like, yeah,
Now,
where's that money coming from?
Yeah.
now I
I mean,
know that. I think that money coming from other people's working and stuff like that. Work money.
they borrow it from the Fed, and then we got to pay it back in taxes on the interest. They borrow it without interest. We got to pay it back with interest.
Well, that's what I say.
I
The
mean, I
government.
mean, I mean, I've heard people that say, a lot of people that do be on the welfare, they always be like, "Why you worrying about what she doing with her money, with her EBT card? Um, other people's money paying for that."
I just bought an EBT card about a month ago. Someone sold me $100 for stamps for like $40. I took it. Next.
Hey, they 2 for 1, bro.
Well, more I know you crazy, man.
You know I'm crazy. I bought food stamps. I admit that. I did that. I did that recently.
I have too. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what I'm saying? Crunch, give it the password. I get it for some money.
Man, I was going. I tell you what,
Put my finger on it, nigga.
Shoot, some conservatives use EBTs too, though.
I want some of the government fee. That was the best word to cut that stuff out. So MJ, you too young to know about the government cheese, nigga.
Man, government cheese was good. I remember that.
Yeah, thick grilled cheese, nigga.
That was just like PG-13, brother. PG-13.
Oh yeah.
Ninja. You want that government cheese again, huh?
Look, my value got too high, Jay.
That was the best. That was the best. Hey, they made the best grilled cheese sandwiches back in the day.
Mo, you remember dollars, right?
Yeah, for real. They were thick. It was cheesier.
Oh,
I'm talking about the dot. Y'all remember the money, right?
Hey, we were making grilled cheese. We were cutting it up with butter knives. We were cutting it up with those sharp knives. We were cutting it up with butter knives.
Yeah.
Oh, what, y'all?
Yo,
I
hey,
heard them better knives back then.
That's good though, man. I don't care what anybody says, because man, or else I sit there. I used to sit when I was a kid. I used to sit there and make like the cheese. Make like my cheese toast, and then the cheese all turned brown on top, and it's all melted on the bread with the.
Hey, the thing is, when you in the hood, we never called it grilled cheese growing up. We called it cheese toast. I like how you said cheese toast.
Yeah, cheese toast.
My kids, when I was younger, my daughter, Daddy, I want a cheese toast. It wasn't grilled cheese because it ain't grilled. It's on a pan. It's a cheese toast.
No, grilled cheese. Grilled cheese. No, cheese toast is one slice of bread. Grilled cheese is 2 slices of bread.
Yeah.
I just call it a cheese toast, to be honest with you.
Cheese toast. That's called Chicago niggas. Chicago people are. I said, damn word, damn it. The Chicago people are so late. Like
if the president sit there actually listen to this and the conversations, and it's like, really? That's what they did. Anyway, hey, Prez, if you listen to this, man, we're speaking the truth when we were growing up.
Same stuff Tupac did. Same thing Biggie did. True.
I mean, true. You know what I'm saying? But you know what, though? But as I said, now, but you know what? But there's one thing I can say, right? That my family got off the blame system, too. You know what I'm saying? My family got off the system, but it took a while because that was during a time with all the steel mills that we had to have free lunches and all that bull crap that was happening.
Sound like Gary, Indiana, the GI.
Gary, Indiana.
Half an hour from Chicago.
You know, so yeah, man. Those were hard times. My dad. Luckily, my dad was still working at the steel mill, and then my mom, she was in school. You know, excuse me. She was going to Penn. She was going to Penn State. You know what I'm saying? Handling her business, and I had to stay with my grams and all that stuff like that. You know, and then like back in the 70s and stuff, there was like a big layoff, you know what I mean, from all the steel mills. And then the 80s rolled in, and that's when steel mills and stuff like that was closing. And then the last steel, then when it came right down the Pittsburgh area, right? Allegheny Ludlam was the last steel mill that was open, and it was the only one for the past like 30 years in the Pittsburgh
Wow.
area. You know,
Yeah,
that's real talk.
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of
That's real
steel
talk.
mills out there in Gary, Indiana. If you go to,
Yeah.
but Gary, Indiana is kind of poor anyway.
Right. And when did their steel mills close?
Oh, they still run out of Gary quite a bit.
Are they still running?
Yeah.
Well, how many steel mills was there out there? Because there was a lot of steel. There was like one in Vandergrift. Where I was at, there was one like in Vandergrift, Blawnox. I think there was one in Johnstown. And all them closed. And then it was down. I think like in the late 80s, the one in Vandergrift closed. Then the steel mill that my dad worked at, that's the only one that I knew even today. You know what I'm saying? That was still open. I know that he said that there's other ones getting built and they're reopening some, but says I'm not up there, so I don't have no real information on that. But I know that they expanded our steel mill a few years back. The only thing that saved our steel mill was because they did specialty steel, specialty stainless, zinc coated. Then we had like glass companies and stuff like a few glass companies like Alcoa, PPG, but they wound up closing like Westinghouse. What's up, man? As I said, yeah, say happy birthday to the president. We tweeted him with this broadcast.
Yeah, happy birthday, President Trump.
What up, Hope rocking the natural tonight? Oh shit, Hope rocking natural. There you go, Hope.
Oh wow, rocking the natural.
They can stand on the natural.
I got a question. All right, how many of y'all have food stamps? The old school dollar ones you used to go into the store, buy a little piece of candy, and get the change.
I did. I did.
Wow. I wasn't around in that time, so.
Man, my dad loved to drink, so he'd send us in with the dollar food stamps, buy candy, keep the change, and buy out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mom used to do it.
Yeah.
No, where I was at, man, the stores gave you the change, but the stores gave you because they had like the same denominations as the blame. They had like $1 ones, $5 ones. I think they had $10 food stamps.
But if you took a $1 one in there, they'd give you change back.
Yeah, they give you change. You just save up that change.
Yeah.
A candy bar only cost $0.25 back in the day.
Yeah, so that's 75 cents back.
Yeah. Yeah, a candy bar cost $0.25 back in the day.
Yeah.
And then, remember you used to take. I don't know why they don't do it still. Yeah, you know. But I don't know why they don't do it though. But they end up that remember the glass bottles? We used to collect our bottles and take them to the store and get like the 10-cent refund.
Oh my god! This fucking still tastes good. Oh my bad, girl.
I remember when
cents and the big bottles were 10 cents.
Nigga, we tell my age, nigga.
Now I remember when they had chips for $1. I remember that.
Wait, say what?
I said I remember the days when they had chips for $1. You can grab like 4 of them for $1.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. But yeah, you get $2 and buy a whole blame box of blame candy. I mean, a whole blame bag full of candy.
Hey, anybody want to come here and argue, y'all can come upstairs. I sent a link. Y'all can come upstairs tonight. Anybody.
Y'all got the right crew here to do it, man.
You can come upstairs.
We got the right crew on here to do it.
Yeah, we got this.
I tagged y'all in a post, you, Hope, Jay, and Smurf on Facebook about a guy in Texas that broke into somebody's house and tickled somebody's butthole.
Hey, you saw Candace Owens, her likewise. That was funny last night. Candace Owens just went. That's what I put on Candace Owens. It was funny.
Oh, she triggered likewise like
to a point he called her bitch. Like, bitch. I'm like, oh, shit.
PG-13. PG-13.
Yeah. Because she damn sure triggered him.
Yeah. Likewise was very triggered.
If you were watching him in his video, oh man, he was so damn mad.
You're like, no! How you gonna say this down? Like, oh, likewise. So tail down, dude.
Oh man. But
we got more. We got more Pelosi. Pelosi says Trump don't know right from wrong.
Oh God, not her.
Oh, you know,
every time I think about her, I think about the post that you started sharing, outpost where they talk Nancy. Oh my God.
I think Joe Biden. I think Joe Biden got I got a minor case of Pelosi syndrome.
Joe Biden got a minor case of a lot of shit.
Scratch and
sniff Joe.
Creepy.
You know what I haven't heard from though, man, or maybe I just haven't been watching. Haven't heard from Pelosi's sidekick. What's his name? Chuck Schumer.
Yeah, he has been a little quiet lately.
Hey, Hope.
Yeah.
Look, you just popping on here. What's on your mind, girl? What's on your mind? Take the dance floor. What's on your mind?
You guys say happy birthday to the press.
Huh?
What we talking about today?
We talking about everything. What's on
Candace,
your mind?
wait.
Oh, yeah.
The question of the day is, what do you think if Trump picked Candace Owens as a new press secretary?
I accept it. She would make a good one.
Mm-hmm. How about you, MJ?
MJ. Now he'll be back.
Go to next. She'll make a good one.
I'm here now. I hear press the mute for a minute.
They already used her to represent the
I don't know about Candace Owens, so I can't really say. I just know from what I've seen.
You're not feeling Candace Owens, MJ?
Do I not feel it?
You ain't feeling it?
I mean, if she do get there, congrats to it.
For real, that is real. I respect that.
Shit, because she deserves it.
Yeah.
She's been proving to handle
she be going in. She be going in on them white liberals, though. I love it, though.
Yes, she do.
And the black ones, too.
That Don King looking dude. She got on his tail.
Shoot, I just love watching snowflakes melt.
Snowflakes.
It like covers my goat when I watch it.
But yeah, man, honestly, man, I think Candace Owens would be epic. Wait, we what's funny is we never had a black press secretary, didn't we?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, we need a conservative secretary.
I mean, but I ain't knocking Sarah Sanders because I like watching her. You know what I'm saying? I did. I mean, the only thing I wish is well for her. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wish her well, whatever endeavor that she does. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? She did it because when that one dude was on there, he was terrible. And Sarah Sanders, man, she got in. She did her thing.
He was a leaker. That's why he got fired.
Who in the room?
But still, he couldn't. But still, he couldn't talk, dude. I mean, shoot.
He was a stage act.
But even if he was,
shit.
but even if he was a leaker, I would have fired him because he sucked.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I agree with that. Fire him. He's out.
Yeah, he sucked, dude. I mean, I don't give a damn what he did or anything like that. I watched him, you know what I'm saying, and he sucks ass. Sorry, PG-13. But anyways, he did. You know what I'm saying? And then when Sarah Sanders was a breath of fresh air. You know.
Your point earlier, though, your valid point earlier was Sarah Sanders was good, but she's still part of the establishment. She really is. I mean, because her dad, you know what I mean? Like, her dad, you know what I mean? She's been part of that for a while. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but she's been at DC for a while.
Oh yeah, I mean her dad was in it. Of course, but all in all, man. But all in all, yeah.
That's what my platform was about. New blood in DC.
Mm-hmm. But all in all, man, I'll be honest. Like personally, I have no problems with her. I had no problem. I love watching her.
Yeah, she handled up. That's for real. But I would like to get somebody in there that's not part of DC.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But I do hope Candace Owens do get in there though. I really hope.
Shit.
I mean, because she is doing a lot by helping the community. I give her props for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she deserves it. I mean, I've been watching her since she was on her red pill show. You know what I'm saying? When she was just a YouTuber. You know what I mean? And to see her grow the way she did,
and
I'm impressed.
And she made it big.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She earned it, that's for sure. She's still earning it.
Yeah, you know what? As I said, but you know what? But she's moving in. She's moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy about.
What I find, a lot of people hate on her, but a lot of people don't realize her story started when she was in high school.
And she was a liberal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We all was brainwashed by the liberal propaganda, but we woke up from it.
No,
I took my red pill already. I took my red pill already, so I'm not brainwashed by the left's propaganda no more.
Right.
It's all about independence for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know, and oh yeah, make sure, man, we sit there and support Tony X.
I love Tony X.
And support Leo Dunson out here in Vegas. Are you running? Are you running for something?
I listen to Leo Dunston though. He's my favorite conservative YouTuber.
Oh yeah, he's running for Congressman too here in Nevada. What about you? When are you going to run, Hope?
I'm thinking 2024.
Oh, you're obviously I'm looking at.
I'll be your campaign manager, Hope. Can I be a campaign manager?
You know what I'm saying? I look at 2022, man. You know what I'm saying? I tried out.
Maurice Delk for president.
Can I be? I'm begging you. I'm begging. Hope, let me be your campaign manager. Dude, I'm begging.
Hey, you won't be the first black president. You'll be the first president with dreadlocks.
I say Maurice Delk for president.
No, hell no. I would be worse than Donald Trump. They would fucking kill me. No, they would kill me. They would kill me. Look, he said yesterday, he said they're going to probably kill me, dude. Tony X said last time when we got panel, he said they would probably kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They probably kill me too.
But he said he ain't going to back down. I respect that. He said he ain't going to back down, though.
No, they ain't back down.
Man, they might try to kill all of us.
Yeah,
I don't
Let's just
look.
yeah.
My kids, like, I told my kids, y'all grown. So
I've had a couple of threats.
Yeah, man. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it Gucci.
Yeah.
look at this Alex Jones. Look at the Alex Jones. They probably would kill him too.
Right, right.
Let's tell the truth. Sharon Devil. Look, Alex Jones said to Will Johnson Will Johnson was on his channel. He said, Will Johnson, they're probably going to kill us. And Will Johnson looked like, oh, no, look what Alex Jones said. We got to prepare for people to come against us. We got to prepare for every tongue that's rise against us. But every tongue that rise against us shall be condemned.
Right, right, right.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Don't get me started. Y'all ready for a rant right now?
Ran it.
Nick,
Go ahead, run.
I'm tired because I'm tired of these people out there lying. They lying to our children, and they're trying to get our children not to be homeschooled. They don't want our children to be homeschooled. They want us to be brainwashed.
Brainwash.
Because school is school. They don't want to be school, period.
I
They
remember
want to
me.
indoctrinate our children.
Yes.
I remember me and my sister had a talk yesterday, and she was saying that
They
that
want to
shit.
indoctrinate our children.
Yes. Hey, hold, turn your mic up.
Is it up?
Yeah, it's up now. All right, go ahead, rant.
Okay. Yeah, they trying to indoctrinate our kids, man. They trying to tell them that it's okay to be a man, be a girl, or be a boy.
Yeah.
They can choose their own gender. It's okay for
They can
boys
choose
to
their own.
dress up in girls' clothes.
It's funny they give them all them choices, but they taken away the choice to vaccinate your kids.
Right.
You know what? Okay,
If I,
I didn't want to and the thing is something in that vaccination shit. Let me tell you something. I had a test done before my daughter was born. I had a test done to see if she's gonna have some type of mental issues or anything. And she was normal. She was completely normal. She was normal when she was born. I got her she was vaccinated, and all of a sudden now my daughter got autism.
That's crazy.
Hey, hold.
Well, I'm curious.
Have you talked the first thing about that? Because
Huh?
no, have you talked the first thing about that? First team been talking about vaccination every day on live feed.
I'm telling you some good stuff, bro.
Yes, real talk.
I'm telling you some good stuff. It's something in those vaccination supplies.
Yes.
Yep. Truth.
And
Damn.
they putting it all over. They putting it all over the place. It ain't at one time I was thinking maybe they were just going after the kids in the hood. But no, it's out here too.
So vaccination is as bad as abortion.
New York just passed a law that you got to get a vaccination, and religion cannot play a part in not getting one.
Oh, hell no.
They can't do that.
That's what they try to push into law. You know, liberals, they try to do anything now. Come on.
Ninja?
I'm telling you some good shit. They putting shit. Look at the high percentage of kids that have autism now. We ain't had that many motherfucking kids having autism back then. My daughter was born in 97 and my son was born in 2000. And you notice it was a low percentage of kids with ADHD and autism.
Yeah.
Now we have a real high percentage of kids with autism.
Because if you got a mental problem, you can't own a gun. Oh, there's a crossroads there, ain't there?
Oh yeah.
I'm telling y'all some good shit, man.
I don't think they're gonna let me own a gun neither.
In those vaccination supplies. That's why I ain't gonna lie. After now, I have not been getting her vaccinated, and I refused to let her get vaccinated. I told the schools, I said, listen, you do what you got to do. If you're going to keep my daughter out of school, you make sure you make record that you keeping my daughter out of school, and don't try to throw me in jail.
Damn.
Keeping my child out of school.
Right.
Because I refuse to vaccinate her. It's something in those supplies that's killing our children's brain cells.
Yep. I just got a question. if vaccines work, why are they worried about the kids that don't have vaccines?
Right.
I wish I wasn't vaccinated.
Thank God I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I didn't put it in when I was a kid. Or if they did, it did affect me. I don't know. You know
They
what I mean?
scared people into
But
getting
they didn't have.
vaccinated. They scared people into it. Talking about, oh, if you don't get vaccinated, you can contract that disease is deadly. You're putting the motherfucking disease in my body. So how the fuck that's any different?
PG-13.
How the fuck that's any different if you're putting the fucking disease in my body?
Yep.
Ain't no
Just like the flu.
PG-13 on this channel.
Man, no, it's back. Like,
Oh
This is
man, my
red.
bag. I ain't know it was PG-13.
This is rated R.
I'm telling
Adult
y'all,
in
man.
But wow.
Keep going.
People don't believe what
I'll come back
I'm
and edit
telling
it.
them this shit. And then they brainwashing kids, telling them it's okay to be a girl or it's okay to be a boy. A boy can wear a girl dress. They promoting this shit. They putting it in the fucking cartoons and everything else. You got
even
women
in the
putting everything
schools
in
too.
fucking on TV now.
Well, they got. I don't know if y'all seen it, but they got books out in 5th grade. I think it's 4th, 5th grade. They're actually got the sex ed books out that's talking about anal and every fucking thing else.
Yeah. All right,
and I'm talking.
But I'm glad my school. I'm glad the school that I went to didn't teach that none of that stuff though.
Yeah,
No,
they
it's just
teaching
getting
all that now.
started. It's just getting started.
And I mean, they're like showing pictures and all kinds of shit. Yeah, it's bad. Really.
I'm trying to get my daughter in private school. I've been looking at different private schools and shit because I say I'm fuck these public schools because they on some Democrat control shit. Like when my daughter like the last school my daughter was in. Now remind you, my daughter not only she have autism but she's asthmatic.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So flu seasons is against asthmatics,
right?
Right? So during flu season, she missed days out of school. They even have on record saying she's not in school due to illness, right? Do you know that bitch sent me a fucking letter talking about your kid's missing too many days out of school. If she miss any more, you can go to jail. You can get fined and face jail time. We can take you to court. You can go to face jail time and pay a fine. I went up to that school and raised holy hell. I told him, let me tell you something. How you gonna threaten my motherfucking freedom? Because I'm being a good parent taking care of my child. Yes, I did. Me and that principal, we had work, and I could tell she was already triggered because I had on my Trump shit. I had on my Trump sweatshirt when I went up there.
Triggered.
I got somebody
already triggered. Go sit down.
Hey, Hope, I got somebody out of Phoenix area that had their kids in charter school. I'll see if I can get that info for you and send it to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into. It's a Christian school right here down the street from my house that I'm trying to get her in.
Rush that school of choice bill.
Huh?
I said, rush that school of choice bill.
I didn't know they had a Christian school though. I know they got a Catholic school.
Yeah, it's a Christian school right down the street from my house that I'm trying to get her in. And it's a Republican conservative school at that.
Hell yeah.
None but Republican families. All the teachers are Republican. The whole staff is Republican. That's
pretty soon they're gonna call that.
So we was talking about it because they support Purple for Parents.
I don't want no kids no time soon because I don't want them in the public schools.
Shit, I'm pulling mine out.
Hell yeah, you better do that shit. That stuff is this stuff is serious now. This stuff
we got to start homeschooling our children.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they try to take that away.
Yeah, they try to take that away because they ain't making no money. That's why.
Yeah, and that's what it boiled down to. Let me tell you something. That's why I tell everybody, if you pay attention to those schools that have high percentage of low income families in them, that is a government funded school. Them schools with the high percentage of low income families in them.
That's why they hated that school bill.
Now, if you look at the school system, like that's why I pay attention to areas where I move to. Like when you gotta pay attention to that shit. I'm telling you, like out here, there's a lot of middle class to upper middle class families in this neighborhood. So even the public school district that I could put my daughter in, even that school is not a highly funded, government school. It's
Yeah,
just, it's very low percentage of low income families in these schools out here, the public schools out here. But I like this private school down the street from me. It's nice. They teach, they have a standards in it, and pray and stuff. I
yeah,
want Christianity, in my taught to my daughter. Even though
Right,
I teach
right.
her myself, but still, it's nice to know there's a school that still believe in praying, and
You're exactly right, Hope.
Yeah, cause most schools don't really pray at all. Like you don't even hear the national anthem. Like that's what I miss
none
though.
of them.
I mean, cause when
They
I
don't
used to go to
national
school, I
anthem
used
in
to
the
always
man.
schools
hear the
anymore.
national anthem though. No, they don't do it no more in the schools. Cause I've
No, they
seen it.
don't do it no more.
So
Like
probably none
like
of these cats even
And
know the
they're not
words
going to
to
do it
it.
again. They're not going to do it again. It's dead to them. Morals is dead to them. It's dead.
Yeah, yeah, it is,
Values
man.
is dead to them.
I mean, cause back then when I was going to school, like it was more of a moral thing to sing the national anthem in the
Yes.
Yup.
morning.
Yeah, same here.
Shit. Not only
Yep. Yep.
that,
Yep.
you
You're
said
right.
your
Yep.
grace. You ain't touch your food until you said your grace.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like the school, yeah, they was more liberal, but they still had
That,
some morals to it.
They taught you
yeah,
you still had prayer and you said your grace before you touch your food.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they did that though.
No matter
They
how bad you
they
are,
took all of it out. Let me tell you, they removed it out because of fucking Muslims. That's why they removed it out, because when a lot of Muslims started
you give
coming
me
into those
flags.
schools, Muslim parents was complaining, atheist parents, not just them, but then you got a lot of kids who parents are atheists too. So when they started coming into the schools, the public schools, instead of being staying in their own schools, they come to the public schools that they know that had prayer in it. Then they were like, well, we can't have
Yep.
religion in the schools no more. We gotta remove God from the schools. We can't say our grace before we touch our food anymore.
and you know what's
Hmm.
sad is they used a fake situation to bring that out of schools. Like everybody thinks that the separation of church and state's in the Constitution, and I will pay somebody right now if they can find it in the Constitution.
Oh yeah.
It's not in there. That was a letter written by Thomas Jefferson, said there should be a separation of church and state, so that way the state don't push a certain religion or ideology on its people. That's all it was about.
Shoot,
But
I'm gonna need to go. I'm gonna need to go back to my grandmother's time where blacks was more Republican back then, and they had conservative values.
Yup.
It's just sad, man, how our
they took
people is though, man.
they took care of their home back then
Yup. The
Oh
before
men
yeah.
the men
decided
were good
to
providers
make it
back
work.
then. The
I
men
mean,
was good providers back then.
cause like back then, like Democrats wasn't really that bad. Like back in the '70s until it got towards like right now. Then they start being far extremists.
After 9/11, but they took prayer out of school back in the '90s, though.
Yeah, they took that
Yeah,
out
Yeah,
in the
they did.
90s, back when I was still in
That was
school.
during the Clinton administration.
That's I do not understand that shit. I mean, he hurt black folks more than he hurt anybody. But then again, you hear black folks every now and then. Oh, Bill Clinton was the first black president. That was bullshit.
No, the fuck he wasn't.
I'm
Don't tell me you ain't heard it.
I mean, the only
He
reason
the
why
one
most
put oppression on our community.
Right?
I mean, the reason why most black people love Bill Clinton is because he was jailing black men back then.
He
Oh
he
yeah,
was
he
hanging out
Well,
at the parties back then.
that was Hillary. What was it? Predators?
Because he smoked weed. That's why.
No, he
Yeah.
just no, but he didn't inhale.
That ain't actually smoking then, so whatever.
Yeah, but he didn't inhale.
Oh, he didn't inhale. He just smoked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
hustled.
remember, man, Kamala Harris, she was smoking weed back in 1987. Listen to Tupac.
Oh shit.
People make all kind of stuff up just to say, I'm down with, but they ain't really down.
like that's supposed to be of our fucking culture. That shit
I
ain't of our
tweeted Kamala.
culture.
I tweeted
Our
Kamala Harris. I
black
said,
men and women had pride back then. They ain't do all that
I
bull crap. That
want
is
that
not
album.
our damn culture.
I want that album.
yeah, I told her, I said, I goes, you know what, man? I go, I want to smoke some weed, man. I said, why don't you send me that 1987 Tupac album?
I was in the car with my sister yesterday. Me and her was talking, and she was telling me why she won't support Republicans, and because she said that most Republicans like to talk down on people.
No, they don't.
I'm just
That's what
They
they're
like
saying.
to
told on
bring out the
TV.
truth. Lloyd, why are you
Yeah,
sneaking?
you should bring her on and let
Oh
her
boy!
hear some of the truth.
No,
And people say,
I'm just
oh, they're
saying
not
that.
educated. No,
I asked her why is she a Democrat for? I said because she said
Yeah.
Democrat is about unity and Republican is about taking away and separating. That's what she told me though. I mean, but
Okay.
I took the red pill already. So, like I said, I'm an independent thinker.
Well, ask her who's unifying and who's dividing right now. You can't disagree with a liberal because if you do, you're every name in the book.
but you're tolerant.
I mean,
But
Yeah,
they're
I'm,
tolerant.
yeah.
I've asked her like, okay,
Tolerant.
who's getting whooped over some hat? Who's getting whooped over a hat on their head though?
Right.
I mean, I haven't seen any liberals getting their butts whooped about wearing an Obama hat or a Hillary Clinton hat.
Hmm.
A conservative can't even you can't even walk around the city with a "Make America Great Again" hat or a "Make America Great Again" shirt. I mean, so when I look at it, I see conservative Republicans are being more oppressed than liberals and Democrats.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah!
So that's why I say conservatives are being more oppressed because I mean we don't have freedom of speech, but a liberal could say what they want.
Yeah. And that's true.
You
Man, it's just nuts, man. I mean,
It's nuts.
it's like it's after.
I'm I mean I told my sister I said did you know that I said did you know that Democrats support abortion? Did you know that
Mhm.
Did you know that Margaret Sanger was a racist
Well,
who killed a lot of black children doing Planned Parenthood and all that other stuff? I just
She aimed to kill black children. She didn't just kill them. She aimed to kill them.
aimed at it.
Yeah. So
And I told her that the Democrats are the KKK because they the ones who
they
Invented
support
it.
started it.
genocide in the black community.
hmm
Well, they started the KKK and Jim Crow laws and all that.
I mean, because
during the Reconstruction period, after the Civil War.
Because my ancestors were conservative Republicans. Martin Luther King was a Republican. Malcolm X was
They don't want to talk
a
about that.
conservative Republican. He had an independent thought. He even said if you voted for a Democrat, you would sell out to your race.
Yep.
That's why black people hated Malcolm X because he was more about independent thinking. He didn't want us to be brainwashed by the Democrats.
That's why he was killed too. Because he was killed by multiple reasons, but that's one of them.
That's one of them, but that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, because 2 weeks after he said that, he got killed. But he also got killed because he brought out the fact that Muhammad was a pedophile.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Also, you're talking about Elijah Muhammad.
No, I'm talking about Muhammad, the creator of Islam.
Oh yeah, but also Elijah Muhammad, he was a blame hoe. He was hitting them girls, and that's another reason why they killed Malcolm X, because because Malcolm X told the truth about
he told them that the black Muslims and the KKK were working together to keep segregation going, and I mean there was multiple reasons why he was killed, but there was like 4 or 5 different reasons. They had to get him to be silent.
Oh yeah, and I still believe to this day that Farrakhan tried to kill him. Farrakhan was involved.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
I believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Farrakhan was. Oh yeah, I don't think he was. Oh yeah, he was born around that time.
Yeah, he was talking shit with his crooked teeth when he was a young kid.
Because
he was young. This was in the 60s.
That dude is like in his 60s and 70s right now.
You know, because his teeth wasn't straight back in the 60s.
Farrakhan is a sellout to the black folks. I'm sorry.
But I think I think he an agent though, to be honest with you.
CIA.
Well,
because ain't nothing happened to him at all though.
He getting paid along with Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton was CIA too.
Exactly.
You know
Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, name number race baiters.
Yep, race baiters.
Yeah.
Al Sharpton, and I really think that Jesse Jackson was involved in killing Martin Luther King because from what I hear that he was cocky when he was a kid. Yep. When back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He was big as shit. Jesse Jackson.
Who was it that talked about Jesse Jackson? And back in the day, he was he was against abortion, big time. And now he's for it. You know what I mean? And that's when you know that he traded. He went into the office somewhere.
You know what get him and a lot of black people don't get it. Oh, they're saying, oh yeah, Trump is very, very.
There's a lot I can talk about. The list can go on and on and on and on. But I ain't gonna make the list go on and on and on. Not on this panel.
They say Trump is so racist. I says, yeah. Why did he have the Rainbow Coalition inside the Trump Tower?
That's the main thing I ask people about. Like, I said, what is Trump racist about though? What did he say about black people? Is what I'm saying. Well, he said. So they kind of go with. Well, he asked them what do they got to lose and stuff like that.
Yeah, what do we got to lose? That actually woke me up.
That woke me up too. That's why I started saying, man, a lot of stuff ain't fitting right. I mean, because I ain't never seen no president get hated on as much like this, like.
Right, by both sides.
Yeah, like this man is hated on by both sides.
I remember they hated on Reagan the same way. I remember that when I was young. Everybody hated Reagan back in the day. Reaganomics, I'll never forget it.
I wish I wish Dr. Ben Carson could have been president though. Like instead of that half breed, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he was still doing surgery.
So I don't care what nobody say. I respect the heck out of Dr. Ben Carson.
Oh yeah.
I do too, without question. But I'm saying you were talking about old Barry Cerrito. People don't know that name. I'm sorry. That's Obama for everybody that don't know.
Yeah, they're
That's his
trying,
real name.
man. But yeah, but
His
man,
real
but
name.
they oh yeah. Then we have an alien man. You know what I'm saying? That she crazy too.
The, don't,
He should.
the only reason Obama won is because he got with a black woman. That's it.
No, I was fooled. I was fooled by black. I admit it. You know what I'm saying?
I
I admit
was
it.
too.
Well,
I I'm I'm gonna be
everybody
I'm
wants
gonna
to be the
be
first
honest with you.
guy.
I never really trusted him like that at all. Like
No,
I
you already
wasn't
know
really
that.
into politics though. I can't. I just kind of said, you know what? I don't trust both sides. They all snakes to me.
And you from Chicago, you know it didn't get no better when he was up there running his little
No, no,
thing.
no. I don't trust no politician in Chicago. To be honest with you,
Hell
I'm gonna be
no.
I'm gonna be
Uh,
honest with. I don't
yeah,
trust him.
I heard that.
I don't trust our mayor, Lori Lightfoot. I can't support her though. Everybody coming in Chicago is a Democratic mayor. I don't see no conservative mayors in here.
Hell no, they get ran off.
Eh,
That's what
See,
I'm saying, man. That
see,
maybe, man, maybe that man that we
may,
should, you know.
maybe it wasn't meant for a conservative mayor in Chicago. Maybe it was just meant for a Democrat. Because
I said
Chicago
maybe
is
I
very
think that
Democratic. So
shit, man.
so you so the Democratic vote gonna be very high in Chicago. I don't care what nobody say. It's like that in
We need new
Chicago,
blood.
Milwaukee.
We need new blood inside of Blameless.
That
Shoot, shoot,
that was my platform right there.
I'm gonna need to get in Arizona so I could get some conservative meet more conservative.
Go down towards Dallas.
Huh?
Go towards Dallas, Texas.
I don't know about Dallas, Texas though. I ain't never. I mean, I just came back. I just came back from Minneapolis a few days, like yesterday, a few days
Yeah,
ago,
what
and
are you doing down
and
that way?
I was just down there
If you
visiting
don't
for
mind
a
me
few
asking,
days.
because
I
I
was
got
just down. I was down there visiting a few days, and it's like the population is mostly a lot of Somalian Muslims down there.
yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, like I've literally seen I've seen a lot of women with hijabs down there. Like mostly a lot of them, compared to in Chicago. Like almost on every corner in Minneapolis, I saw like a lot of like African Somalian women with hijabs.
Huh.
Wow. Yeah.
So so
Yeah. That's all I heard.
so that lets me so basically Minneapolis, St. Paul is mostly it's a liberal country, but it's basically more like you
Muslim,
see a
huh?
lot of Muslim. Yeah, it's basically more of a Muslim country.
Huh.
Wow.
Milwaukee is the same way too. Cincinnati, Ohio is like that too. Very liberal.
Cincinnati too.
Yeah, it's very. All of Ohio is very liberal.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought all of Ohio, or Hawaii, how do you say it is.
But yeah, Minneapolis is very liberal.
Oh yeah. I've been hearing many, but I didn't know it was like that in Ohio.
Like when I went out there, I'm like I never seen a lot of women with hijabs on like this. Like almost every corner I've walked on, I see a lot of Somalians. It's just
See,
crazy.
I gotta invite to go up that way, but I can't do it. I'll get murdered.
Wow, man. That's something right there, man. A lot of like Somalians. But I mean, I knew it was Minneapolis and stuff like that, but I had no clue that it was that Ohio was the same way. Shit, I haven't been back there in a while. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that too. So if it's like in Cincinnati and stuff like that, that's going to move to Cleveland and then even move to my own city.
Not until Barry Cerrito was in office.
Huh?
Not until Barry Cerrito was.
I think that's what Al.
I'm back, y'all. My bad.
That's what that Somalian woman that
There's
I
a
can't
troll.
remember her name, but
Who are you, troll?
There's troll in here.
There's a troll in the chat room. No.
I'll let him go.
what troll in the chat room?
First time I seen you as you come on here trying to troll me.
I gotta get to the chat room. Hold on.
Yeah, he's in the chat room. His name is Tranny. Someone made
Tranny?
He's a troll. Matter of fact, I'm putting that nigga on time. Somebody got him before I did.
Hey, my phone about to die, so if it shut off on y'all know I'm gone.
Okay.
Just here to give y'all the warning.
The warning?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I told the trolls I was sending link and making famous trolls.
I'm glad I talked to you, MJ. Finally, I know one day we're gonna have to catch up so we can go eat.
Oh yeah, most definitely. If you come in the Chicago area.
Yep.
Oh, you drive cross country?
No, I go to Texas and back, but that don't mean we don't ever get out or go someplace sometimes.
Yeah, me and MJ, we be kicking. Look, that nigga, he be ordering like fried wings from JJ. We be kicking it. Got some fried wings. He be chilling with the wings. We be kicking with the wings with him.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to see where was the troll at?
Tranny. The name
It's
is
Tranny Nerdago or
yeah, that's a troll. That's a troll right there.
He said y'all need Muhammad in y'all's life. I don't need no pedophile in my life.
Nigga, why you got a troll? You can come with your real name, troll.
You need to learn that Muhammad was a 51-year-old man married a 6-year-old girl and consummated the marriage when she turned 9 and he was 54. He's a fucking pedophile.
Right.
So they must be part of the LGBTQP movement.
Or STUV.
Yeah, they got the P on the back of. They got the P on the back of theirs. They like pedophiles. I can't believe LGBT allowed that to even happen.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and I mean, it's getting. I mean, it's starting to really reach now, man.
Well, the gay people that I know, they can't stand pedophiles. They hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who would love pedophiles? I'm saying, no matter what orientation you are, no matter what race you are, no matter how you
hold
are.
up. Hey Mo, did y'all all?
It was just LGBT a couple years ago.
Well, did y'all see that picture of Bill Clinton and Podesta and Nader and all them in the ocean? Did y'all see that picture of Bill Clinton and a bunch of guys in the ocean?
I ain't seen that stuff.
Well, Nader is the one that just got busted here recently with child porn. He got busted also in the 90s with child porn. But he's been hanging out with the Clintons and all them Democratic elites for years. And he's been peddling child porn. I mean, I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I'm just stating facts.
Hold on. I'm gonna put this nigga on timeout. Timeout.
Oh, is he
Put
talking?
you in timeout. He's still talking. He in timeout. I watched the trolls. I watched the trolls.
Oh, Tranny Delgado.
He's a troll. The dude is a troll.
How do you
No.
do that? You got me as a mod. I don't even know how to do it.
You got to push timeout. You got to hit the comment. You got to hit his comment, and it said put user in timeout, or you can block him. You have the power to block him too. But I'm everybody don't block him. Just put him in timeout.
I don't know how to do it.
5 minutes.
He said something about you know you're a Muhammad player or some shit like that.
Yeah, he on it. You keep talking, I'm gonna block you.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that really truthfully.
This troll. You ain't no real troll, nigga.
Huh?
All he's doing is bringing up something that
Hey, hold on one second.
Islam don't trigger me anymore. It don't even bother me no more. After I learned about it,
What do you say?
I was done with it.
Some people there to stir the thing up and stir people up.
Nick Foley
Yeah, that's why I don't know how to do it. I'm a mod, and I don't even know how to do it.
Yeah, so whoever the guy is, the woman.
Oh, you're quiet.
Dude, you are a troll, dude. This is the first time I've seen you. I'll make you trolls famous. Get on a link and come on here. I'll cuss you out.
Well, I have to hit the Jeopardy sounds in a minute. But
Man, I'm on a call tonight, man. I'm getting tired, brothers, sister.
All right, y'all.
All right, man.
Yeah, I gotta go eat here in a few.
All right, man.
Yeah.
But it was a fun show tonight, man. You know,
Mine would have been better if I didn't keep losing signal.
All right.
But yeah, blessings to everybody, man. All y'all have a good night, all right?
All right, deuces.
You too, Jay.